turn that night vision on, bro. Yeah, yeah.
Riley and Trev on the hunt, no capping. We ain't running, we ain't tripping, we just catching. What's happening? What goes bump in the night? What goes? What goes bump in the night? Creeping through the dark, something ain't right. Shadows in the trees, cold steel grip tight. Yeah, what goes bump in the night? West Coast stepping, 10 toes in the dirt. Lantern light flicker, feel the hex in the earth. Got the cam rolling, yeah, we deep in the field. Spirit talking through the box, tell me how do you feel? Hey, Trev got the static, Riley peeped the black mist. Chills in my veins like the Reaper done kissed. Ain't no cap, this a whole different plane. Ain't no explaining something, whispering my name. Hey, I hear the knock, don't open the door. Floorboards creak like never before. Eyes in the dark, they lurking, they waiting. We out here searching, the truth ain't escaping. What goes bump in the night? 100 on the dash, but the road ain't right. Lost in the fog, we ain't seeing no light. Yeah, what goes bump in the night? Big dog energy, we ain't folding or ducking. But the vibes in this house got the whole squad bugging. Demon in the attic, hear the claw mark scratch. If we open up the hatch, better pull us all back. Don't breathe, don't speak, let the spirits all talk. Wax for the reed, we been walking that walk. Up a pen deep woods where the dog man roaming. If we don't make it back, let them carve this in stone. Flicker, flicker, lights go black. Riley said he saw a shadow lurking in the back. Trevor caught a face in the EP track. Yeah, what goes bump in the night, that's facts. What goes bump in the night? What goes? What goes bump in the night? Creeping through the dark, something ain't right. Shadows in the trees, cold steel grip tight. Yeah, what goes bump in the night?
Hey, you hear that? Nah, keep the camera rolling. Man, I swear something just whisper my name. Hey, Riley, we leaving or we staying? Now we staying. We need answers.
Hello and welcome to What Goes Bump the Night. I'm your host, Riley Clark, and alongside me, as always, is
Trevor Jensen.
And tonight, we have a very different type of live stream for you. We are actually going to be re-watching all of the videos where we have encountered a spirit named Mildred, whether it's the same spirit or different spirit. Maybe we'll get
never know.
Watching it together, and you guys can ask us some questions, and we'll fill blanks of the story of Mildred in together. I don't know, Trevor, when you think of Mildred, like when it happens, when we're on an investigation, we hear the name Mildred, like what comes across your mind?
I think of a child spirit that's been following us. That's immediately what my brain goes to, because it's so indicative of like something playful, something nice, nothing malevolent. And it's always like, it seems random timing. It's very odd.
Yeah. So one thing that we'll see that's really common throughout all of these investigations when we do encounter Mildred is there's talks of some type of like witch, or there's mama is a super common word. Like we've caught that on EVP. It's came up on the Spirit Talker app a bunch of times when we're doing it. That's the creepy stuff, because like we do actually have caught her voice one time actually on an EVP. The other times have been on Spirit Box.
Yes, that's true. And the one time we caught her voice was creepy, because it's like it kind of makes it a little more full circle, just like how Tomorrow's Spirit makes it a little more full circle.
Yeah, tomorrow, the premiere of the next video, the story of Mildred continues with UFOs.
It's such a wild ride, you guys.
You'll see. It's the way all of that goes down is so like random, and like it's so weird how we see it when we see it. And I mean, you'll see tomorrow.
Not a better time than to refresh ourselves on what really happened at the very beginning when we were at the Indian burial grounds the first time, and how we ran into Mildred. And now we've encountered Mildred many times, like many times.
Yeah. So before we start the haunted Indian burial ground, I just wanted to like let you guys know how we found this place and some of the history, because we actually don't do the greatest job explaining all of the history around.
We got
this
good
area,
later.
but basically, I just found this cemetery randomly on Google Maps. Went out, checked it out, just looked around, and I was like, "Wow, it looks creepy. I bet it'll look good, like on film." That's really all I did. Turns out we go there, we investigate. You'll meet Levi, who's a local that we ran into there, and he tells us about an Indian battle that happened on the riverbanks that the cemetery sits on. And it was two Indian tribes, and they basically had like a 7-day war where thousands, essentially Indians from both sides, had died, and the Ottawa tribe actually placed their enemies' skulls on sticks and lined the river to signify their
Mhm.
victory in the battle.
And this is depicted by an actual historical site with a marker that depicts the actual rendition of that. It's like, well, here we are.
So we're going to be working on a bigger like film
Yes, that's
incorporating all of
a
this
full
one day.
deal.
But that's just a little bit of the backstory, and then you'll see how we encounter Mildred, and we'll talk
Yeah, we'll
about
just
it.
sprinkle that on top here.
So I think without further ado, we will share this.
Share some screens and watch some videos, eh? As we click through.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make it go actual full screen.
So does anybody have any questions up top too? Like any questions about Mildred before we get to meet the start of the whole dealio?
There we go.
That's the one.
Okay, sorry. StreamYard. Spend some time with the dead. That's what I mean. I don't know why it's not going actual full screen right now.
Is it full screen like that right now? All right, make it full screen and then are you using the Chrome tab part or are you doing like share the screen?
On
Oh,
demand
that was
almost. You're
weird.
like, hey, can you like touch the duck and
Technical difficulties are
it
fun.
would just start lighting up and going crazy.
First feeling I got when I heard Mildred's name was like looking down and seeing her grave was eerie. Butters, you did not miss anything yet.
We're just starting.
And welcome to What Goes Bump in the Night. We are here at the original Indian burial ground.
Still the same old sign.
We're just reading this, okay, guys?
Yeah, we're
I
just
know you
reading.
guys can read.
I know you can read, but we're
Well,
just gonna read it for you.
Where is our location about? We're not going to give away this prize location of ours by like
Just interrupt me. Don't even let me finish reading it for the people.
Listen, I was like so excited.
because we just found this one. We want to be able to get a couple investigations, and we don't know if this one's haunted. Allegedly, we're gonna say it is.
Potentially could be haunted. We think it could be.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Stupid.
But anyways, it's the gravesite of Good John, who was born in 1788 and died in 1892.
His grave is literally right behind us. So this is going to be a very fucking interesting night. Sorry for my swear.
Excited.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I'm so
We're
hyped.
hyped. We're so hyped for this. We're hoping.
My pants are falling down.
The whole way up there, we were literally like hooting and hollering about how cool this was gonna be.
Find out about this place.
He's right.
There is a lot of children buried in this cemetery.
I feel like that's foreshadowing.
Slight foreshadowing. We had no
Yeah,
idea.
that's slight
On
foreshadowing.
this historical end. I don't know why there's so many children.
I will do some digging after this investigation to see
I
what
indeed did not do any digging. Riley did all the digging.
After the investigation, and we do more research.
I get to do some commentary. I don't know how to do commentary, guys. We're getting there.
We're gonna tell you about Good John right now.
On the south side of Custer's Riverside Cemetery, near the banks of the Pere Marquette River, is a Native American burial ground. A sign marks the location of the grave of Nagonkon, meaning leading thunder, who lived in his life in what is now Mason County. He was known by the white settlers as Good John. By the 1880s, Good John
That's
was
actually Good
documented
John.
This is actually the only photo of
100%.
Good John that actually exists.
Yep.
as the only survivor of the Ottawa who occupied the area before the white settlers came. The grave sign states that Good John lived from 1788 to 1892. A published newspaper story put his birth year at 1807. He was born in Indian Village near the mouth of the modern Pere Marquette River on what we call the Buttersville Peninsula, near the site of
Butters.
historic White Pine Village in Pere Marquette Charter Township. His father, Guy Gush, died when Good John was 10 or 12 years old. He was a cousin of a chief named Sog Imau. He died about 1845. Published accounts say the village was located near where Burr Coswell built his home. The village was abandoned in 1848. Good John made
Seems
his
to
way
be a lot of
to
abandoned
Rivertown
villages,
Township,
dude.
where he homesteaded and farmed 40 acres. He later sold that land and homesteaded another 40 acres in Eden Township. This was likely in the 1850s.
I just remembered something about
Coincide
this.
with the building of an Indian school in 1859, 2.5 miles south of Custer on what is now Custer Road. That school later became Resge School.
That's
according
actually
to
the
an
school
article
as well.
in Mason County Historical Society's 1980 history book. The school board consisted of 3 men, all Native Americans. Good John was moderator, John Smith, director, Joseph Donegan, assessor. Good John was also documented as being converted to Christianity. He joined the Methodist Church and preached to his own people. Good John may have been the last known of the original Ottawa people in the area,
He
but he
was.
certainly wasn't the only Indian. In 1857, members of the Ottawa, Potawatomi, and Chippewa tribes came to a reservation established in Mason County's Custer and Eden Townships and Oceana County's
So that reservation's actually right off the property of
It basically butts up into it.
Crystal and Elbridge Townships. 2 years previous, those Indians had
Where's Bad
surrendered their
John?
land along the Grand River near Grand Rapids in accordance to a treaty. The approximately 1,700 Indians came to the area via boat from Grand Haven to Pentwater. Ironically, one of the boats, a steamer, was called the Ottawa.
Very much so.
Schools were established, including the future Resgui School, between
I don't know if that's how you
1857
say that.
and 1872.
Resgui?
The U.S. government made payments to the Indians ranging from $13 to $75 annually. By an act of Congress, whites were allowed to settle in their reservation area beginning in 1874. Many of the Indians
It's so
homesteaded
eerie
and
out there at night.
eventually sold them.
You can see
It
the
is.
difference
Them
during the day and
out
at
there.
nighttime. Like you can't see 5 feet in front of you.
Cemetery.
so dark out there.
There's no ambient light
John, if you're
whatsoever.
here, we have 2 devices that can help us communicate with you and learn a little bit about you. My name is Riley, and I'm with my friend Webba,
Trevor. Trevor.
Tweva.
and we're here to document life after death.
The weird thing too is
No.
that EMF going off, like we've done that 3
Do
times now
you
out there, and there's
move
nothing out
You
there.
die.
No
or-
reason for it to blip like it does.
Yeah, it's never happened before.
I also like the color theory of like us changing the color of the lights, like has an effect on what energy we bring to.
Is that right?
I think it could have some type of effect.
Is there any way you can confirm any of these for us?
Really do. I
Not
feel like there is something
Run.
to different light colors.
Touch one
There's
of
different
these.
types of energy.
speak into the mic.
Yeah, the different like spectrums of the light are like vibrating on a different wavelength.
We come here
It's
with
with me.
nothing but respect for you. Came here because your story inspired us
They
to
do.
do something good ourselves. Sounds like you were a very respected individual.
The story is lived
Mhm.
on far beyond what you probably ever imagined it would.
Iconic quote.
Iconic
Can you
quote.
tell us your name with the device
And yes,
sitting
it did,
in front
Jess.
of Trevor with the big screen? Using that device, you can speak words into it. It has a database. You can select the words that you want to use to talk to us.
Oh, that's the
Are we
best
talking
we've
to
ever
someone other than
described.
John?
It really is.
Use your name Abraham? Okay, Abraham.
Oh, remember the size of
It
the
just got
bugs
really
that
cold
night,
next
dude?
to
They
me.
were
Dude, they were
massive.
gnarly.
Are you standing next
You'll
to
see
me?
a couple fly into the lenses and stuff, but like they're fucking
Nice.
gnarly.
I remember this. It was actually pretty
Abraham.
hot that night, and it just got like
Mhm.
really cold.
Did you work on the land around here?
This was like a July night, I believe.
Mhm.
What? It just said find my body. What? Are you buried in this cemetery?
It does prompt us to get up and go walk around though, and then that's when it leads to us finding Mildred.
Or are you buried somewhere else?
Abraham, where do we have to go to find your body?
Could this be the first time that Mildred
close?
contacted us right here?
It could have been. Because there's no telling who actually was telling us to do that.
That's why I was like,
That's crazy.
that starts off one too.
The Rook, I don't know if I put a whole lot of stock in, but like none of the other devices did much. Not right there, at least.
Are you buried over here? I'm alone here.
Does that mean you don't have any
A
family
net
that's here with you?
from head to toe there, Jess is right, would be so clutch. The bugs were like aggressive
sorry
too,
if you're
hitting
alone
you
here.
square in the face.
That's not how anybody should have to be. It's a
I'm
good
pretty
thing
sure
that you
there's
have
a
us to
scene in
talk
this
to
where I'm
now.
just like hacking my.
That's all we
Yeah, I
want to
think
do.
you
is talk.
ate a bug.
We'll even come back.
I like how the audio difference there is aggressively high there. Sorry guys, we're getting it together still. The next video is aggressively better.
This video was literally the first time we ever used CapCut on the desktop.
Yep. This is old school editing for what we've done too, compared to what the new school editing is. Like
That's
it's
good,
so
yeah.
much more clean.
What's gonna be fun with this marathon too is you'll be able to see the progression and the quality of our
Yeah,
videos.
getting better and better and better. Us learning the new tricks and trips.
Communicating with over there wants to talk to us now, please.
All right,
Plus
this
the
is when it
equipment
starts
gets
to
better.
Is the phone this time?
Okay.
And tell
There's
us
a point here where I
what
am
you need
going
help
to
with,
stop.
what's going
Really
on, what your
important.
name is,
Never really
any of
talk about
those.
it much.
Mm-mm.
Pretty please.
Why are so many children buried over here?
Foreshadowing.
What'll happen if we go to the water?
We really had no idea this was coming tonight either. Or this night.
Is there something that we need to worry about over here? You sure made it seem like we should be worried about something.
See, words are always hard.
Witness.
What are you a witness to? Or are you witnessing us?
Once again, it's so dark. I know we keep mentioning that, but it's so dark out there.
Are we going to witness something by the river?
No, a year later, you're going to witness 2 UFOs flying over it.
You get TFC earlier?
Mildred.
What is it? Mildred? What was that?
What?
Okay. We need to address this because we just skipped right on over here.
So that is the first time that the Mildred thing happened.
Mhm.
And to kind of explain the layout of the cemetery, before he pans left here, right in actually, we might even be able to see it behind me.
Maybe in the walk up, you'll see like
What is it? Mildred? What was it?
Like
Oh,
right
you're
over
good.
here, you can kind of over here somewhere is Mildred's grave. So it wasn't far away, maybe 20 yards. But then this section,
You didn't hear that? Hold up, I gotta fucking swing this thing around. You really didn't hear that?
No.
I don't know.
We are doing something illegal. We're doing it with the most.
so Mildred's grave is just like right here.
Mm-hmm. Correctamundo.
We're parked right here. But this part right here,
Fucking swing this thing
for
around.
some reason,
You really didn't hear that?
me and Trevor
I don't
both had the same dream where this happened, this exact scene right here, where he
Mhm.
hits the flashlight in this area, and we both seen a skinwalker creature standing like right here move like into the light.
And run across. And like we had went weeks after this, didn't talk about it, and then Riley, holy cheese, that came out of nowhere. Riley just called me one day and he was like, "Hey man, I had a dream." I was like, "You did now? Tell me about your dream." And basically depicted the exact same dream that I had had like probably a couple weeks before that, and I didn't say anything because it was a dream. Like, don't need to, you know. Come to find out, it was the same exact thing that he just described, and this exact same scene that we're seeing right here on the screen. Basically, it was bizarre. But in this, we don't see the creature that was running through.
Yeah, we don't see that. But we
But also,
have
the
always-
Mildred thing is crazy because, like,
it
thank
happens
you.
at that moment.
And like, yeah, and then not only that, like later on, we walk closer to Mildred's grave, and I'm not sure if we used the footage that we had of it because we were talking craziness and like probably like because we were very sticklers back here in the day when we did this video about like if we're not focusing on something with the camera, it's junk footage. Not necessarily now. Not necessarily, because if you're doing like setup and stuff and something happens, it's useful footage for sure. But it said Mildred again while we were standing next to the grave.
Yeah.
And it's like it said it multiple times that night. And the more bizarre part was the first time it said it, like Riley said, it was like we had like a burnt flash image of something that we both dreamed of at the exact moment it happened. It's very weird. Very, very weird. I don't know how to like take that one.
Me either.
We are doing something illegal. We're doing it with the most respect.
We're doing illegal things with respect. I promise. No, dude, it sounded like
We
someone.
weren't doing anything illegal.
Yeah, because we're getting closer to the
Really?
And more bizarre, I heard like footsteps out here, like running.
I mean, I might just be tripping.
I played it off like it was nothing.
Fuck, dude. It said find my body earlier.
And now it told Mildred when we got closer.
Tapping.
Yeah, we didn't use the footage of Mildred being said again, but right before that it said Mildred, and then boom, it's Mildred.
Here, and I have it on the.
Okay, so
We were shooketh.
would you like to speak with us?
Buttons going crazy.
I know you're only two.
Xbox.
Obviously, you know your own name, and you brought us over here.
We'll play if you want.
Danny.
You like hide and seek, tag?
Wow, I'm falling apart.
Investigate.
It's even more weird that it said
Yeah.
exactly what we were doing though too.
I know.
Can you speak to that device?
The bugs here are aggressive.
That's not your voice.
That little hood rat cat. Was he biting you?
Mildred, can you talk to us?
That sounds like a girl's voice.
You did. Moment.
So clear too. Moment.
Mildred. I love your name. It's so pretty.
Were you sick, Mildred?
We didn't know this at the time, but she died from typhoid fever, I believe.
Yeah, it was some illness for sure. So you were dead on with that one. Oh, so wild, dude.
Can you talk to any one of those and make them go off, please?
Am I dead?
Am I dead?
Did that seriously? Mildred,
Mildred, you are dead.
what the fuck was that?
You have passed away.
Oh, no, turn it off.
So spooked, though, dude. I thought somebody was behind me.
I could have swore I heard a little girl's voice.
No.
Like, you know when you hear that, like, the little, like, cooing, like cooing laugh almost?
I do.
That's what I heard,
it
dude. It was
Hold on.
bizarre.
later. I heard the same thing
It
later.
could have been the bird, but like when I had my back to the woods right there, it sounded fucking weird. And that
Birds
was
aren't
scary.
out at night, people.
Not gonna lie. Am I dead?
No, and it didn't sound like an owl. It wasn't like a whoo.
Mildred, why do you think
was
you're
like a-
dead?
I just heard a little girl's voice, bro.
You did too? You did too?
Yeah.
It's not just me?
I just heard a little girl. Like literally she
I think it might have came from the spirit box.
I just heard a little girl's voice, bro.
You did too? You did too?
It might have been
Yeah.
the buggy.
It's not just me?
By me
I
right
just
at
heard a
that
little
moment.
girl, like literally
Right.
she was standing on the other side of this tombstone. Like she was like, me. Like she was like saying, help me or something again.
It was also a very quiet night out there too, like no wind or anything. So like we could hear everything, and everything echoed and traveled well.
Zachary. Mildred, did you have somebody in your family named Zachary? Like a brother? I don't want to like draw parallels from the ones we were getting earlier either. But that's
Is
interesting.
there a
shit.
Zachary with us?
Mildred, you don't have to be afraid of us. If
Oh,
anything,
but you
I'm a
are.
father. I just want to protect. What?
Dude, the timing for that's crazy.
I have like full.
Sounded like a little girl.
I-
Like
Who are you?
I have full body goosebumps.
you heard that right? It sounded like a little girl cooing.
That was a male voice that came through too. Was that Zach?
I didn't hear
That
it on
just
the replay.
explains like how hard sometimes this audio stuff is, because like it can sound like so many different things depending on how you hear it.
And like microphones and speakers recording each other are wonky sometimes.
Yeah.
We heard after the woman.
How are you?
How are you? I'm doing pretty well. Who am I speaking with? Is this still Mildred? Mildred,
Can
can
you
I
hear how
have a
frazzled I got?
We were scared.
A little bit. I was actually
We
pretty
were
freaked
scared.
out.
I feel charged, like electrically charged, and I haven't felt all night anything.
Me either. Well, I felt that coldness earlier.
Well, you did, but I don't know. Dude, I feel like I just literally took a shot of cocaine.
Right here. Mildred, you don't have to be scared. We just want to know a little bit about you. Go deeper. I don't know what that is.
Mildred, I see your birthday was in July. Your birthday's coming up. How old would you have been?
Sweet. It said sweet after you asked her, you told her about it.
It's so wild.
Is this somebody else that's saying birthdays are pretty sweet? Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, birthdays are pretty freaking sweet.
What candy?
I actually just had a birthday party for my daughter.
Yeah, we went for a boat ride.
It was pretty awesome.
see you again or something like that.
So, guess where we went on a boat ride? What?
Lamb.
No, this is Liam.
Oh,
That's the
oh my
name.
God.
Hey, Jaggeds.
Oh my
I'm
God.
little Liam.
We're next to a
Drawing Too
river.
many parallels right now.
Did you live on the river?
Fishing. I heard fishing.
Did you?
It's crazy too, though. Ask about if you lived on the river fishing.
Were you part of the tribe?
How do you even? How?
Okay, I need a break from that.
You're good.
I'm channeling in my
So
vein.
true.
Is it?
I said just.
Well, too late now.
I implore you all, go out into the darkness, go talk to the spirits,
No, it's a shitty car, dude.
and just enjoy it.
There ain't no way.
You will be rushed.
It's a shitty car, dude. Ain't no way in hell.
We're doing a paranormal investigation.
It's a shitty car, dude.
We have a show called What Those Bumps Tonight. A paranormal show called What Those Bumps Tonight.
Shameless plug.
Do you guys get anything? Me and him were talking about the.
They just
you guys
pause it really quick.
where that happened here.
No.
Not at all.
It was so organically fun to meet people in a cemetery. And this is not the first time this has happened to us either. And what they dropped on us, the knowledge that they had being locals, sometimes you can't beat that. Like if you're on an investigation, don't immediately just run away from people that show up because not everybody is intentionally coming to like do harm. Like some people are really out there to do the same thing you are. And like they literally said they saw our lights and they were wondering if that was like a spirit or something. And then they came out there and they realized it was people and they wanted to come talk to us. And then they told us this, and it was such a perfect addition to this video and to the story.
Watch in the background.
The background's bizarre. I don't know what happens back
Can't
there.
explain it.
There's lights.
So there was a battle between two tribes. If you actually go down to the bridge, there's a sign that talks about it.
Oh shit.
And this is actually part. If you go through.
Yeah.
Ain't that true though?
And there was a war, a battle between two tribes here on the river, and they, the winning tribe, lined the enemy skulls, bank of the river.
No way.
That's fucking wild as
And
shit.
then I was because my uncle
No,
passed
let it
away
go.
from their house too.
Yeah.
He they say it was a suicide, but
Hmm.
we think it was murder. Well, that's what the police ruled it to be.
Yeah.
But then it said I lost my life here.
No
in
shit.
My childhood. And my uncle grew up in my house.
No fucking shit, dude.
So
Dude, that's wild.
What's your name?
Levi.
Levi? Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Justin.
I'm
The
trying.
weirder part is it hovers, like in certain parts.
Investigate with us?
I mean, we got
my
tons of
my
shit.
mom actually got scared.
Ooh.
That's why
Really?
we left. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
we
that was
drove-
us. That was like we seen the red light,
That makes sense.
and we heard like some noises, and he was like, "Someone's digging up a grave."
I swear.
Digging up a
I was
grave.
just us investigating, dog.
Yeah, we were just
Yeah,
walking
So then
around.
she's like, "Okay, I'm getting freaked out. Let's go over this way." So we went over.
I think I saw you guys because I was seeing a light up there.
Yeah,
and
and
I'm
then
like,
she's like,
right
"Quit
over
flashing
there.
over," and I'm like, "I'm sorry." Like,
I was doing the same thing. I was like,
yeah, I was like,
swear to
"I see a flashlight,"
Yeah.
and then also we should
So
like
is
turn
this
on too.
cemetery known to be haunted?
I've seen some things come out of here.
Mildred, if you're still here, I'd love to still talk to you. I'm ready. It's recording.
You may have seen this before. This
That's right. I forgot about that. A
Are
totally
stuck.
different phone
The
and
only way
device
to make
because he
this
had Spirit
stuff,
Talker.
the
You
light-
said Mildred as well.
is by touching it. It'll go through a little sequence, and then
And it
it'll
started
reset.
raining.
It did start rating.
Here, we've got Mildred twice today, and we found a Mildred over there. We also found a Mildred here. So let's see if we can communicate with her. Is this the Mildred that was trying to communicate with us earlier? If it is, can you touch that duck? It'll light up all kinds of
The
colors for you.
infamous duck returns.
Miss Duck.
Do you want to do like an
Ducks only it only has really worked one time,
yeah,
and
those
when
are-
it did, it was fucking crazy.
Sick.
Yeah, I'll do
Can't
it. I volunteer.
I got
You do. That's what we do, though. Is there's no need to like ask anybody if they want to do it. It's
Journey.
Really?
it is
This is
raining way
weird.
hard now.
It gets really weird.
Mhm.
What kind of journey did you go on? You can speak
Also,
to him and then we'll
the
hear you.
Spirit Talk or not Spirit Box.
That's-
The Spirit Box has a Bluetooth connector into it, so the headphones don't have to be connected to the Spirit Box. So nice.
I just got a cold chill from that.
That's weird. That's so fucking weird. If we were on a journey of death, can you explain to me what you see now? What's it like? Do you see us? Is it raining?
It's raining.
Dude, at the same time though.
That's really fucking weird.
Sleep.
Did you take the forever sleep?
That's so morbid.
How did you end up to where you are? See?
You actually can see us.
I did. So you can see us. Can we see you where you are?
You can really hear in your audio there that it's raining
Hope.
hard.
Taking my time.
I wonder if it's I'm taking my time.
And it started to get cold.
I'm taking my time.
It was a woman's voice. I'm not sure what it said though.
Do you need more time to show yourself? Is that what you mean? Did you drown? Is that why you're having trouble? You're swimming back?
Yeah.
It happens so much.
Was it the
Crazy.
river?
Who are you guys?
We're friends.
What?
Want to know.
We didn't introduce ourselves over here like we did over by Mildred.
That's true. I'm Trevor, if you want to know.
I'm Justin.
I'm Levi.
We want to help if we can. Are you trapped? Are you in danger?
You
Take
say
this.
yes to something.
You did. You also, what I was literally going to say is, like, can you see the rain? And you literally said, it's raining.
My app just crashed again.
It did?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Spirit Talker app
Yeah,
doesn't crash very
I was
often.
gonna say, like, is it raining?
So like
And
it's
we
a
were
little
like,
weird that it did a couple
And
of
he
times.
asked
that
if
night.
he drowned in the river,
I've never had
and
it.
you said yes.
And I also said take me to the lake.
That the river
Then-
takes you to Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
And we also got
For the week.
on here we got dig here.
Dig here.
And
Weird.
he will touch you. And I'm losing energy. Yes. Yeah. Before my phone crashed.
Don't forget. Stay here.
I was saying that.
Where are you going?
Yeah, I like how you talk to me like I can hear you.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
Someone told him to look down in the river.
I'm here.
If you're here with us, can you make that duck light up? All you have to do is touch it.
I just heard two people talking to each other.
What?
I don't know what they said, but that was fucking weird. It was like a dude, like he said something, and then a girl's voice was like, "Oh, come on now." Like that was really fucking weird.
No, what was weird is you were like, stay here and then walk that way.
I did tell you guys to stay here because I was like,
Oh.
"Don't follow me over there."
Oh.
Like I don't
I'm
want.
like,
I didn't want you guys to be like, "Where's he going?"
that's what literally what we
Exactly what you thought.
You said stay here, and you walked away.
were.
Like,
We're like, what the?
No, I was just like before everybody starts walking around all crazy. I want to see if moving around helped.
I like music.
That tree almost decapitated my eyeball.
Light this duck up for us by touching it.
One day,
Can you touch this duck? You have to do that and it'll light up for you.
I'm pretty sure that grape has something on it.
One day it's gonna go off, y'all. Again, it's going.
If only we were good at recording back when we were at Eloise, we could have got that on video like proper. Because
It
like in the
needs to be
dark and it just lighting up is cool, but like man,
What needs to be gone? We need to
this technique would've been
elaborate.
So nice.
Do we need to be gone?
At this moment, I reach into my pocket and I pull out a power supply that I've been using all night to charge our devices. It's interesting since they were talking about energy.
To get energy. Wait, no.
You can use our devices to gain energy. You can use that battery in his hand.
Because you also said help after I got, I'm losing energy.
Really?
Yeah. After I
Stuff
got,
it in my butt.
Barely a wink?
That's weird.
It said, yep.
A demon here.
What?
All right.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We were just talking about skinwalkers because they're part
He's
demons
mad.
too.
Oh my, he's mad? What? Is there a demon here with us? Should we be scared of the demon?
By the power.
Does the demon have power?
So weird.
Is there a skinwalker here or a Wendigo? My back is freezing right now.
I don't know what it is. Like my whole body.
Is there someone near us? Watch Trevor's back very closely as you can see an orb or a ball of some type of light go up his back, through his head, and out the top of his head, disappearing out of frame. We cannot explain.
It's not
this.
a bug. It's definitely not a bug.
No, it's transparent. Completely.
Controlling.
Is the demon controlling? What was that?
What was that?
Yo, what?
That was down that hill.
Hey, Trevor. Hey.
I could not hear
It
you
said-
guys at all.
I was waving my
Demon
hand,
here,
bro.
and then
Like,
you
That's what I
said
saw. It was out of the corner of my eye. I saw
controlling,
you going
and
like
then we
that.
heard a stick noise break down here.
thick noise.
Yeah.
Not even kidding you.
And that was like a sheer drop down there too.
Yeah, it's at the top of a hill, and then there's a river at the bottom.
Mhm.
A swamp.
Good old marshland kind of down at at like the bottom of the left side of that pit.
What should we prepare for?
The other way.
The Indian graves are that way.
Should we go to Good John's grave?
You want us to go that way?
Do they want us to go this way?
That's what it said. Go that other way. Unless it's warning us.
It's telling us not to go to the river.
That's what I was thinking.
It's telling us, yeah.
Grounded.
Did it?
Well, it said the lake, you know.
Yeah.
Should we go down to the river?
I know a spot where we can get down. We would have to walk back.
Go over
Yeah.
there. By that creepy little building.
The water pump house down
Yeah.
there.
Hanging.
Float. The river.
Were you hung? Float. Oh.
And you just said if we want, do you want us to go down to the river?
It's so fucking weird timing again. I'm surprised none of us fell down that little hill. It was all gravel and it was wet.
Please get out.
Are you serious? Yes. It said, please get out.
At least it asked nicely.
Dude, why does it not want us down here so fucking bad?
There is a point where we cannot.
Why didn't you want us down here so bad?
We hear you.
We hear you. We would like to hear you as well.
If you took 3 more steps, Riley, you were in the water.
You know, I've only been down here a few times in the dark.
It's kind of eerie as fuck.
Not since we got over here, we hear you. I'm reaching out.
Where are you reaching out from? If that's you reaching out, where are you reaching from? Can you tell us that much? Are you in the water? You are. Can you make a splash?
That'd be creepy right now if you just see a hand.
Dude, if I saw like a head or like shoulders come out of the water or something, I'm sorry. I'm turning to a track star.
It's crazy. That's his uncle's name. Scott, are you here with us?
It was already raining before that, but it was raining harder now.
I'm in my 30s. That's my uncle.
I'm in my 30s.
Oh my god.
Because my uncle is 30 something.
Whoa.
36 or 38.
Whoa.
Scott, it's an application that allows you to speak to us. Like you're doing right now.
That's
It's
fucking
incredible.
crazy.
Can you tell us what happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
What even is that light?
This is before we even knew what we were using.
I've never seen it do that.
What the fuck is it doing?
Maybe they're running.
I don't even know what that fucking beeper is.
I thought it broke too.
Is it temperature?
It could be temperature. I'm believing every second,
bro.
more and more.
Atmosphere.
Okay.
It also is so weird that it said atmosphere when it was doing like a temperature.
It's got all those fancy flip flap and blip blops in it.
Scott, did you make that device go off?
Blip blops.
What the fuck is happening right
Do
now?
it again.
What is happening?
Scott, can you touch that duck?
Can you see that blue light on there? Careful. Are you telling us to carefully tread where we are?
He's got cool.
I did. I just got the chills.
I do. What the fuck is happening?
It's actually a temperature sensor.
You just asked him to turn it on, didn't you? Or touch it.
But it hasn't spiked.
I know, that's the weird thing is.
Yeah, all night it didn't do
That
anything.
light come on before.
And like I just got the chills before you touched it.
We all did.
What in the fuck is happening?
My uncle
Dude,
does
that bug really wanted me.
As soon as you say river,
I don't know what that device is doing right now, but it's really weird.
it's doing its own damn thing. That's nuts. I mean, thank you, Scott. I truly believe that we're speaking to somebody right
Away
now.
from the device.
Get the fuck out of here. Not like literally.
You step back
I
to
like
the
literally.
device. I forgot that happened.
Now,
That's
can
great.
It's wild. On command.
Closer, if I can, step away.
Are you
Can
serious?
you do this for us?
Oh, right.
Go
That's the river. Or is he talking about over here?
Do we need? Where did you just point?
Over here.
Do we need to go by your grave?
Turn it off if you want us to go back to your grave.
Are we safer there?
Or are we missing something?
Are you still with us?
What are you confused about? It's just point one, and then
Oh, it's spiking point 1.
This just went fucking crazy.
what are you confused about? Do you need our help? Are you confused about what?
Yeah, my gimbal literally lost his damn mind.
After
What is happening?
Is
This thing just lost its mind.
communicated with you?
Hey, Roland.
I say we go to Scott's grave.
my mom's hearing shit at her house now.
Stop it. Really?
Yes,
That's his mom.
and I
just
told
said-
the spirits you
Because
cannot.
I just sent a video of that thing, and I said, in the picture I said it was beeping, and we were talking to a Scott.
Damn.
We at
That's so
This
fucking
is
cool.
wild.
This has been a very eventful fucking night so far.
And craziness.
It's so awesome.
It's raining. It's really storming out right now.
We didn't realize the magnitude of that investigation yet either.
No, we had no idea.
There we go. All right.
All right, so we just concluded our investigation at the Indian burial ground at Riverside Cemetery.
Wow. Wow.
And, oh my god.
Outside of making new friends, which is awesome, this place is wild. Like, legitimately wild.
There is a lot more going on in the cemetery than we originally even anticipated.
We had some really weird hits.
Yeah, we did.
Multiple different devices that we just don't normally have go off. The Spirit Talker app, once again, a banger. I don't put all of my faith in it, but the responses that we were getting, as well as some of the other things that we were getting off of the other devices as well, correlating to it, and some of the Estes method things that we had, it blows my mind.
There is a lot going on, and
There was a lot going on.
I'm so glad that
we get to do this.
We get to do
Like,
this.
it's fucking amazing.
Be one of the first people to ever document
that I know of, yes.
This cemetery, and just like how crazy is it that this cemetery had a battle happen on it?
Look at how old it is. Look at all of the history. We found so many headstones that were World War II, that were people that were enlisted. This place is massive. I did not realize.
Yeah, it's actually a lot bigger than what it looks.
And not only that, you walk down by the river over there, which something really didn't want us to go down there. You can't see in the water because it's so fucking dark. Everything is
really, really dark in the cemetery.
It is what I've been missing. This was the missing piece. Nunica, I love you. Nunica's great. Nunica Cemetery, one of the most haunted. But this
cemetery,
this is what Nunica should be in the fucking looks department.
This cemetery might be the new most haunted cemetery in Michigan.
Oh, here we go. That mouth, it's up to you. Also, most fucking buggy.
Here.
There's so many bugs in the car.
Dude,
right
we're
now.
gonna
It's
die
so
from
dumb.
bugs. I'm gonna check myself for ticks when I get home. I love you guys. Remember to keep your ears and eyes open for what really goes in the night. I love you guys.
Bye.
And that was just the beginning. Because Mildred doesn't just stay there and just, chill. She comes with us. She comes and hangs out.
Yeah, she does. So that basically was the start of this story.
Yeah, that would be the start for sure of the story.
Oh, name might be up there for most haunted cemeteries in Michigan as well.
I would think nowadays, now that we went and did that, that place is fucking wild. I don't know what to say about that place.
Before we
Craziness.
get too sidetracked.
Sidetracking is
Things
so
that we
easy
have
with
coming
that.
up. Facebook page for the Pierre Sinead documentary going live tomorrow, by the way.
Yes.
So
Yes.
definitely tune into our page for that, because that's going to be crazy. Shout out Terry
Mm-hmm.
and Tommy
Mm-hmm.
and Ben.
Mm-hmm.
But this next investigation was, what was it, like about 9 months later? Had to be
So it might
somewhere.
have been a little bit sooner than 9 months, but yeah, it was within that span of time. I would put it like no more than 9 months. Yeah.
Yeah,
They all blend together because we don't get to go on too many like really awesome ones, and these all
it
were
takes
awesome.
us so long to edit videos that they don't come out like, a week after we did it or a day after we did it.
They might be a week after we did it now because we're good at what we do, but it took a while. This is still one of the infantile like editing styles, but it's better than what I thought.
But yeah, we went to Grand Rapids to investigate honest to goodness tattoo shop and piercings.
Mhm. And some crazy shit happened here, but we also ran into Mildred again.
Yeah, and Mildred shows back up and we'll get it rolling.
Spend some time
With Ned.
Ned.
On demand almost. We'd be like, hey, can you
song is so good.
make it go off? And it would just start lighting up and going crazy.
Why should we be afraid of you?
I'm the devil.
Hello and welcome to What Goes Bump Tonight. I'm your host, Bradley Clark, and alongside me as always is
Trevor Jensen.
we are here at Honest to Goodness in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Our very backyard.
Very backyard.
Kinda.
Document life after
Kinda.
death potentially happening still to this
Very
building.
moment. I would even say moment.
Yeah.
But we did a
Peep
little
the
walk.
Ghost Bros hat.
We were
Thank you, Ghost Bros, for sending us those hats.
this wall. Wall being constructed.
They are
as
now
Sacred
linked with
Geometry wrote on
story
it.
of Mildred as well.
There's still artifacts that were found in the attic that are still in these walls.
Not only that, in this very corner, in front of this very door, and this very wall, an apparition was captured on the camera that's right over there.
CCTV.
CCTV. I don't know what the fuck that is, dude.
Still just, I don't know.
And then it just vanishes. Like you can clearly see like an appendage, like put it down, like put itself down, and then it just goes.
How you saw that? The very door we're speaking of. This very door, actually, will not stay shut on its own.
We had no interactions with that door, though. We'll just say that up top.
If you like mustache and ghosts, you should probably like and subscribe. Love you guys.
Let's learn about some of the ghost stories that have happened in this very building. We have Lindsay here with us. What are some of the experiences you've had in this building?
I mean, they like to be acknowledged. If you don't say goodnight to them, you'll get all the way downstairs and watch them turn the lights back on
I love that.
individually. It's super fun. They move things like against gravity. I mean, things will roll the opposite way than they should. Things fall and no one else is here. They've changed the music randomly.
Yeah, you showed us that clip.
That's
We'll show
terrifying.
you guys too.
A little unnerving. Really
We didn't get that clip.
open all the time.
We never did.
So this room that we're in, you were telling us personally, but what exactly happened right above?
There's a hidden room up there that they found when they were building out the walls we have in here now. They were hanging up this chandelier, and that's not the real ceiling. So there's a whole room under the dome,
That's insane. So what did they find up there?
like prohibition bottles and I think a bed. There's a room for a small child, so size for a small child.
We might have overlooked a very gleaming huge thing too, that this whole tattoo and piercing shop actually was a brothel at one point.
True.
So I think we know why there's a room up there, or at least we can speculate.
Yeah,
We can speculate on
I
that.
think you could definitely speculate on it.
So how often does this happen? daily.
Daily.
This is what I love to hear. That way.
I think one of the interesting facts about this book too is it's sat abandoned for like 30 years. So like spirits kind of had just like a free for all in here for who knows how long.
That's a very good point.
And then people came in and they're like,
And then it's been like a struggle ever since.
Construction's always said to amp up paranormal activity.
Yeah,
so,
I've heard stories. I wasn't here when they built everything out, but a couple of the artists that were, two of them will tell me all the stories about like weird stuff that happened while they were building it out because it was pretty active. And that's
The whole building itself still has the old aesthetic and vibe to it too.
Somebody saw one in the drywall dust. And no one had had their kid up here.
I love this so much. I think we won't subjugate you to any more poking and prodding. We will let this building do the speaking for itself. So let's begin. We are at the epicenter.
that is the moment that line was born, right there.
That was the moment.
Of where this full body apparition was captured.
Yeah. It was just over here. Jenna and Lindsay are actually in the room adjacent to where that had happened. We have cat ball set up on the ground over here. We have a REM pod millimeter going. We'll put that out. So
The obelisk over there.
we have Ovilus over here. We have Spirit Talker going somewhere. So we'll just open it up with, if there are any spirits in this building, my name is Riley Clark.
Oh, I'm Trevor. I thought you were gonna continue something. I thought you were like, and I'm with. No, that's not bad, dog. I'm Trevor though.
We have
Jenna.
and you probably know.
Lindsay.
So-
Talker is going.
Okay. If you would like to communicate with us though, please come over to where we are right now and any one of these little toys or devices on the ground, if you could try to use their energy and do something with them, we would really appreciate it.
Learn who you are. Tell your story. What spirits? If I close this door,
Orb.
Orb.
I don't see no orbs.
I'm gonna close this door.
Feel free to open it again. We hear that you like to do that. Show us that you can.
0.6. 3. It could be an electric wire running.
This place is so cool aesthetically though.
It was really cool.
The way they set it up was cool.
Does that sound familiar?
Well, I mean, it was also a brothel and a jazz club.
A lot of people came through.
That's fair.
Are we speaking with a Walter right now? If we are, can you try to make any of the other devices go off? I said that so weird.
1.4.
That went to 1.4.
0.5.
Can you grab
you-
that antenna?
This device with the green dot, can you touch this antenna? If you do, it'll light up all different kinds of colors, and the more you touch it, the more it does.
They blamed me.
What were you blamed for?
Mini.
Mini.
Kids are.
That's so bizarre though. They blamed me.
Likely
And
made.
then Ovilus says mini.
There.
Is this the child spirit we're talking to?
No, I think it's the guy that made it.
We do love the Minions Club.
Try Ghost Tube.
I think we're talking to the dude that made it.
Oh, 1.2.
You just started another device that you can use.
The gray.
Good way.
And
And what?
You can use this device in my hand to speak. You look like Zach Baggins right now, bro. It's actually hilarious.
So if there's any spirits here that want to communicate, I think I just got scratched. Am I being affected? There's no need to be shy. We actually.
Oh my god, that's funny.
We just want to get your story out.
Moving this.
Yeah, just put it on the button part of it. Did I say chills?
No, go away.
no, go away.
What did the audience say?
Everything fucking bonked out there too.
No, go away.
No, go away.
What are you trying to tell us?
Do you not want us here?
Do men make you nervous?
Or are you one of the men that came to this brothel?
It is a beautiful cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ghost who's not doing anything right now.
Yeah, it worked so quick last time and it was always spinning. What do you think of the pretty ladies we have with us tonight?
If you're a child, you don't have to be scared of us. We just want to hear your story.
How to?
Do you not know how to use
Oh,
these devices?
ow. For sure.
I'm not. I thought that.
Which
I thought
one
it
was
that.
it?
It was this one, 11.
11.
I just thought he was a kid.
Yeah, were you 11 years old? Please tell us your name. Did I say Ida?
We've gotten that a lot.
Yeah, Ida.
Oh, that's fucking wild.
What?
Every device.
2.6 as it went across like this.
What?
They like went off like how they were around the room. It was really weird.
Yeah, it was like dum doot 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 doot.
It was like a domino effect. It
All
was-
right, Ida. Are you a
an
child?
11-year-old?
I've never seen that happen again either.
No, we've never had. We always say in threes. That's like
That was 4.
Oh my God.
3.4. The REM pod.
3.4. 6.6.
Are you
Why
right
EM
in the middle
Why
of
is the EMFs going like that? That's crazy. That never happened.
No, it's at 7.4 now.
But there could
7.2.
be a wire like right through that.
It could be, but like also like we did the baseline tests and there wasn't a fuck ton like that.
No. EMF's always a strange one. It's hard to like say.
I agree with that. EMF is always strange.
Drop. You just dropped your phone.
We all said that at the same time too.
Your phone was funny.
I'm moving the cat ball.
What was that beep? Wait. What was that beep though?
What is happening?
It was
That's
just
not
someone.
bad.
My blood.
What the fuck was that, dude?
It wasn't any of us. We were all laughing.
No.
Literally everyone laughed.
And it almost has your voice to it too, like a little bit of like a what?
My blood.
But you're literally giggling.
Yeah, I'm laughing at that exact moment. How can it be me? I've never been able to figure it out.
I can't figure it out either, dude.
Still here? Or are we still talking to Ida?
Gateway.
You might want to talk to Joseph first, since he was the one that took care of the women and protected them.
Joseph, okay.
You might not get to talk to them directly if you don't
True.
talk to Joseph first.
All right, Joseph, we want to talk. Can you tell us why this place was so important to you?
I'm protecting you.
Holy fuck.
Thank you.
She literally just said that he was the
Appreciate you, my
protector.
guy.
Whoa. That's pretty cool.
If
That's
we're
pretty
talking
cool.
to Joseph, may we have permission to talk to the ladies? We mean no harm.
Dress.
It's a dress.
I'm not dressed appropriately enough.
Oh.
Times have changed.
How old were you, Joseph? When you worked here, I mean.
How do you know his name's Joseph?
They had a psychic come through here.
Oh.
That was a client, I believe, and she was talking.
And the crazy part is I feel like that's completely accurate too.
Stay here.
Is that you, Joseph? Are you staying here? Is that why you said you would protect? I find that very admirable.
There is a child here. We mean you no harm. We come here with respect and kindness and love in our heart.
Foreshadowing.
We want to learn your story.
Know your name?
Maybe play a game.
I could use a hug.
I feel like that's 100% foreshadowing.
Do you have the voice recorder by chance?
It's up there.
I think it'd probably be a good idea to try it a couple of times. See if we can't get see if we can't get like a little kid to say something or just hear a voice. I feel like they
Little do we
want to
know
talk.
that maybe
I feel
the
like
little
it
kid
feels
we
like
actually
that, you
hear
know.
is Mildred.
It could
I'm
be.
gonna
In
come.
my hands, I have a device called a recorder. What?
I didn't want to interrupt you. That just spiked up to 2.3 as soon as you said that.
And in my hand, I have a recorder, and it'll allow you to speak into it, and we can hear your voice, your actual voice. We invite you to come communicate with us.
I prove I'm here.
1.4.
I'll prove I'm here.
I'll
And
prove
then
I'm
boy, do they ever.
Okay. If you could, speak into this device. There's a red light.
Yep.
There's a red
This video
light.
has one of the most bizarre things that's ever happened to us happen in this
Speak
too.
as loud as you possibly can.
does.
Could you tell us your name? There's no doubt in my mind that this place is haunted as hell.
Oh, definitely was. And
How old were you?
For you to have your shirt tugged on the way you did, dude, that place is a lot more active than people will give it credit for, I'm sure.
You said you were going to prove to us that you were here. Can you prove to us by saying one of our names into that recorder right there on the floor?
And like we talked to a couple of the artists that were working a little bit later than they usually do that night, and they were like, "Yeah,
This
like,
place
I try to
knows
get out of here before it gets dark."
because it's scary. It actually gets freaky.
Yeah, they said being the only one there is like terrifying.
Yeah, having to lock up is not a fun thing.
And still to this day, it's still like this every day.
Yep.
Shit happens.
We even at the end of this video, something happened after the fact that we didn't document correctly because we didn't know it was going to happen. The case of the phantom recorder.
Oh yeah.
What?
You hear that?
Sound of breath.
You hear that?
It sounds like come here.
It's so cool.
It's so when you listen to it like in your ear with it too, though, you hear it for sure.
Could you tell us your name? How old are you?
What
Whoa.
was that?
Yeah, that one's so good.
Leave me alone.
Sounds like it says "Leave me alone."
I don't know.
I don't think it said leave me alone.
It's not like it
It
said
was
leave.
really quick.
No, it did. It definitely did say leave me alone.
I'm little. It was maybe even one word. Let us know. What do you think it said? It's definitely something though.
It says leave me alone. 100%. And that voice, like, no, that said leave me alone.
I can't tell if it is or not, but
I can't tell.
Dude, 100% after she said it and like listening to it, it's like a literal little girl's voice. Like, leave me alone. Like, you know how like you would say it scared?
Let's keep talking to her.
Or see if we can not scare her, maybe.
Let's keep talking to her.
Also, we're trying to get us lured out of the room, so I don't know.
What? I wonder what's so special.
Yeah, let's try it again.
Okay, set a recorder down.
What's oh God.
Did we hear the voice of the little girl? If we did, can you tell us your name?
What's so special about this room?
Sorry if we're making you nervous. We don't want to scare you. Why do you want us to leave you alone so bad?
Were you talking to us or maybe another spirit?
It's crazy to think that
A
there's
lot
so
of
much that
arguments here?
happens before we get to the part that Mildred comes in.
That was quiet.
Yeah. All right.
Isolation.
We're gonna leave you all these toys. If you can make them light up, move them, talk into the red light, touch the green light. We're gonna leave you now. You can use energy from anything in this room. And just so you guys know, because we didn't film this part, for the next 10 minutes, we'd mess with drunk people that were in the parking lot.
Yep. We stood outside and trolled.
It was hilarious.
It was really, really funny. Weird too. That was the only two things that happened on that EVP. But it could have, I felt like it could have popped off. Like there was like a tension that night.
Break, and we had a voice recorder going, and I believe it caught a voice of a man saying, "Get back here." It's so clear.
That one's the clearest one.
Confirmed that you said, "Get back here." Are we speaking to Joseph? Joseph, are you here with us?
I was waiting for something to slam that door, walk past us.
You were a good man for being the protector. Can you go try to kick that green light that's on the floor over in front of Riley?
One second. Watching this mirror here. Joseph, are you here with us? Right here. I heard this was your spot. I just saw something.
You were a
It might
good
not
man
be.
for being the protector. Can you go try to kick
I
that
didn't see
green
nothing.
light that's on
I think
the
it was just
floor over
my
in front of Riley?
shadow moving.
A play of the eye.
If you touch one of the balls that are on the floor, if you do that, they'll light up. Everything that we have, if you touch, it'll light up.
Is here.
The witch is here.
We talking about the witch in the hallway?
So we're talking about the witch that's sitting in the chair. Or me. Or Lindsay.
We
That's a
just want
sink.
to confirm you're here, that's all.
Let's try ghost tube again.
Okay, good. Do that.
Little boy.
Around you.
There's toys you can play with, little guy.
He's over there.
Oh, fuck.
Be over by Trevor.
That was fun.
Oh fuck.
Oh fuck.
Can we play a game?
Yeah, I'm freezing.
Like the only thing I gotta say is the
like
window.
my hands, like I'm trying to warm them up, but like
Hands are
I'm
very cold.
fucking ice right now.
Can you move something for us?
To listen.
I said to listen, I think.
I took my last breath here.
What happened to you? I'm so sorry.
There were murders there, were there not?
Just got touched. I'm not sure.
Oh, she said something about it, like in passing conversation throughout the night.
I don't doubt it. It's one of it's an old.
I'm surrounded.
Well, especially for that brothel time, like I'm
I'm
sure.
getting touched right now, dude.
I can see you in my camera.
Oh my god, it's surrounding me right now.
I wish the camera did it better justice because it's such low light, but like in real life, you could see your shirt legitimately being pulled off of your body.
The hair on my. It's
Like
all
you can kind of hear for sure, but it's dark.
Like when I give
It was like 5 inches off of your body, dude.
right there, you can see it really well.
Yeah, really well, but it was like you were legitimately getting it pulled off of you.
Dude, they're pulling your shirt. Good
You
job,
can
man.
see it move like.
Can you touch my hand?
Angel.
It's okay.
I can literally see your shirt moving.
So weird, dude.
Great
Do you
job.
think that's Mildred?
Can you tell us your
I
name?
don't know. Like literally, my shirt is like shaking on my body.
Dude, this is wild. We can literally see your shirt moving.
I'm not moving at all. I'm staying completely.
And like a few of the times you can like see it get kind of like pulled a little harder. Like, you know what I mean? Like just a little bit of a
You can see
yank.
you moving his shirt. Can you try one of these balls on the ground?
I don't know, dude. It could be Mildred, honestly, because not too far after this part, we get to the Mildred part.
There is a duck on the floor that makes really pretty colors.
I'm coming out to you, Trev. Who was it that was pulling my shirt?
Yeah. Put it in the portal.
Put it in the portal.
Put it in the portal. You gotta just put it in the middle. Put it in the portal.
Start out here.
I won't put it right in the portal.
Yeah, and then when we do the SD, we'll give it to one of you guys.
SD.
All right, Joseph, this is a perfect time to talk to us. Nice.
Joseph, you're here with us. I'm gonna make it faster.
Yeah. Some of that was radio, but I don't know what the other part was.
I always pay attention to my light right here too, because it doesn't do what it does.
It doesn't wave, yeah.
Too. And now you can talk to us and we should be able to hear you again.
It's sex.
In a brothel.
In a brothel. In the portal.
In the portal.
Priceless space right there.
This place, I mean,
Did you come here for the women?
Venice.
Oh, I said no.
no. Are you asking for help? Can we help you?
So wild, dude.
It's not like this usually.
It's really not.
No.
Can you
Like it said it like mean too, like
Slut.
It did.
What did you do here? Yeah. We're switching the S boxes, see if it changes anything.
Because there's a lot of radio coming through that one.
No, there's a lot of sluts.
I swear to God, I said sluts though.
Dude, I swear to God.
I've never heard anything like that on the radio. Like, you know what I
Never.
mean? Never.
Never, not once.
Second Xbox. It's the same device.
Stop.
It's crazy because it said like hello or
Right
it said
away.
sup, like right away last time too.
Yep, this is so.
How many spirits are here with us? Can you come through and tell us your name? As loud as you can.
I think.
That's not a thing. Thank you. How can I help you?
What are you offering?
Can you touch Trevor? Yeah. Wait for a second. Can you touch Trevor? It said, yeah.
That's the first thing it said in a while.
Mm-hmm. And we are pretty astonished by what it was doing.
Are you able to interact with Trevor like you did me?
Rip his earring out.
That would hurt.
Speak to Joseph.
This is when it gets weird. When I like do this weird thing. Like,
You're channeling.
Are we speaking with an Arthur? You know, many people came through this town over the years, with the railroad being right there. Were you a visitor? I'm getting this really insane cold sensation.
all right. It's like we could tell things were getting like
You feel it
amped
amp
this
up.
moment.
You really do.
It's so strange. Like things are just building and building and building and building, and then what's about to happen is why we're all here tonight.
The magnificent
Story of Mildred. I see some people are jumping in. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you are enjoying these episodes. Even if you haven't like watched them before, we're going through all of them tonight. There's 2 more after this, and then the new one tomorrow. So
We thought we
Trying
would
to-
give a good recap.
trying to connect some dots here with the story with y'all. Maybe you can pick up on something that we're missing with this whole story. Like, I don't know. Now that we've watched these back to back, dude, I'm really seeing signs of when Mildred actually starts to show up.
And how it's been prolific, how you can see the correlations between like
Right.
the energy level spikes and how me and you act right
Because-
before it happens.
Yeah. And I also want to talk about like what happens later in the series, like when we're in the jail cell in Blackford County Jail, when Mildred finally shows up, and how she like you can tell she's like interacting with the other spirits that are there.
100% does, dude. I completely agree with everything that you're saying, without a
Like,
doubt.
There's like these signs, like I'm protecting you wasn't about Joseph, it was Mildred.
Mm-mm. It 100% feels like it now, especially seeing like what's about to come after these videos. Well, this video and this next video.
Right. I honestly think like in my brain, that's what's happening spiritually.
Is that you by Riley? That's about to go too.
Whoa.
I literally
For
looked
that
down.
device to die too.
It was down
Was it-
1 dot.
Yeah, it went from 3 dots down to 2 dots down to 1 dot to dead, and we've used that quite a few times where we've never had that happen.
That's true. We've never had it die that quick before.
It's so cold on my hands right now.
All right, I'm gonna slide up.
Get the temperature. Go get the melt temp real quick. Jen,
Can you bring me that Melrem? 68.8.
I did something bad.
What did
Oh, what?
bad? Yeah, what was so bad? Are you saying you did something bad because you came here and you bought time with a
This
woman?
is so bizarre.
So really, I'm gonna see if I like move back, if it helps.
I don't think we replay that, so we'll play
Saying
it.
you did something bad because you came here and you bought time with a
This
woman?
is a
Doesn't
tattoo
do this.
shop. There's no dust in this
I'm gonna
place.
see if it,
No, when it doesn't do this.
if it helps.
Cannot explain that.
Mm-mm.
I can't
Like
explain
Riley
it.
said,
There's
it's tattoo
literally-
shop. It can't have dust.
Can't have dust.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And then Mildred. Almost like she moseyed on through.
Fucking kidding me. What? It just said my name is Mildred.
You don't do you remember what that's from?
Think Indian burial ground? I swear to God, it says my name is Mildred. Mildred, are we talking to you from the cemetery, from Riverside Cemetery?
It's still flashing too.
Cemetery?
Yeah, did you follow us here?
Are you with us?
Whoa,
That just got really weird.
what the fuck? That's weird.
And then we just turn into head cases. Like I look so zoned out.
Mildred, to get to
It's like we
us,
got drained.
Mm-hmm.
you can be honest.
I came from a dark place.
The woods.
We always talk about how the
Are you
cemetery is so
talking about
dark.
the cemetery?
Mhm.
We are going to try this voice recorder again. I'm gonna set it down, and if you could speak into the red light,
But look at how the light is not flashing anymore.
we'll actually be able
Right.
to hear and communicate with you directly. All right, 3, 2, 1. Mildred, did you follow us?
Mildred, can I have a hug?
It did sound like walking too, didn't it?
Yeah, and we're on the top floor.
Can you make another noise for us?
In the middle of downtown GR.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got no more EVPs until later in the night, where we were capturing loud fucking noises.
If there's any spirits here, we're gonna be leaving soon. We're gonna give you a chance to use Jenna to speak to us. Can you tell us who's still in this building?
Do you not want to talk to us anymore?
Anger?
Are you mad at us for being in here?
Jazz music just played.
Would it make you happy if we played you some jazz?
And it was a jazz club.
About blues music?
At one point, it was a lot of different things, but it was the jazz club
I don't
for
know what
most
it
of its
said. It
history.
was a male.
My name is Joseph.
Also bizarre though, because name of man that was supposed to protect people in the brothel. On point again, I'd say.
Joseph, are you here with us?
The look of
Obviously.
Oh my god.
Did you love this place?
I just remember like feeling like I was gonna see something at any time. Like just
Because
standing.
it was like an
I mean, those
octagon in the
voices
way that it
kinda
was
talk,
shaped.
but I
So like it
can't
felt like every time you
understand
turned a
this.
corner, you were gonna see something.
We hear you, Joseph. Just try to speak up more clearly.
You can take power from any of these devices.
And the decorations in there are all like really macabre.
Spooky. Yeah, it's very spooky, macabre stuff. mannequin heads fucking peeking around corners
Yeah.
and shit.
Deer skulls and human skulls and
Hi.
Is this not Joseph?
Is that your goodbye, Joseph? Is that you telling us goodbye?
so this shot actually became super important in the night
Mm-hmm.
because we had put away a voice recorder and the last place it was sitting on this table for a little bit and then we grabbed it and put it in the box. And that voice recorder should have made it back to our houses.
It didn't.
Somehow it was found at the tattoo shop like a week later.
On the
just sitting on the
cabinet.
table.
Yeah, not even on the table. It had moved from the table to the glass cabinet, kitty corner from it. That's where she found it in the morning when she came in. She was like, okay.
Yeah. So super strange. Can't explain it because we had to go get it and then it was packed away.
Back that up too, because listen to this bang.
Telling us goodbye.
It was so loud.
Whoa. What was that?
That was right next to me.
What was that?
Just a.
You hadn't even got it going yet. You were just setting it up to get it going too.
Dude, that was right in front of me, like right here.
At first I thought it was just you guys, and then I seen you guys react.
None of the doors are open.
And I was like, wait, what?
We are wrapping up our investigation of honest to goodness tattoos and piercings in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We have a lot of evidence to review. We already did some little playbacks of some of the EVPs that we did. Class A. Not only that,
All right, I think we can stop this one here.
20, 30 minutes or so, there's been a stirring of sound.
So honest to goodness was awesome. The place is radical. But then it doesn't stop there. It just continues.
Right.
Like,
and then we go
billion% continues.
Yeah, a couple months later we go. No, I think this was like the next weekend. Yeah, this was like the next weekend we did this, actually.
Yeah, you're right. It was like the next weekend we went
Was
to.
either
Was
the
this in
next
Lansing?
night? No, was it the next night?
No, it wasn't a back-to-back nighter, but it was the week. I think it was the weekend next, like the following weekend we went out here. And
Yeah.
where exactly was this?
Lansing, downtown.
Yeah, I thought it was
Lansing.
in Lansing, downtown Lansing, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep. So we went there to investigate the Other Side Paranormal and Mortuary Science Museum because they have a haunted doll that is definitely haunted. And Tommy went there. Tommy put us on there onto this
He put
place.
us on.
Randy.
And I fell in love with that place. That place is really cool. We had some very fantastic evidence.
I'm repping their merch right now.
Yep.
They're
Me and that doll have like
oddities and just the craziest stuff. We investigate the store as well.
So I'm saying, me and that doll, we got a rapport, dude. Like, she knows what's up. Sarabina, she cool.
Today we are here in Lansing, Michigan.
We are at the Other Side Paranormal and Mortuary and Science Museum.
Inside of this museum are many haunted objects, including a human skull,
a haunted mirror,
where people have gotten touched. They've
Such
felt
a cool
sick.
shot, Rye.
You
That's
might
such
know
a good
one
shot.
named Randy's Real Paranormal, a good friend of ours.
Not only that, in this back room, shadow figures have been seen, and many of other paranormal claims from voices and noises that you just can't explain. So, without further ado, let's jump into the history and figure out a little bit more about this place.
Okay, my name is John, and we are inside Real Town Marketplace. Within these walls, we have several different businesses, including Record Lounge, bookstore, and of course the Other Side Museum and Voodoo's World of Antiques. The museum has several items that have come to us from paranormal investigators, people that just bring in objects, from their own personal collection or their home. That is basically, it's your problem now. So once we get these items in, we just take it in and put it in our museum because somebody said it's haunted. We do a thorough investigation ourselves, and then we also bring in another team after us, and they reinvestigate it to validate the claims that are being made. So that makes a very, very heavy energy within the museum itself. So we'll take a look inside there and show you guys what I'm talking about.
Oh, I forgot about that shot.
Now,
so beautiful.
we have several items right over here that, again, have come
This
from
place was cool.
investigations, dropped off to
Although
us.
it almost got ruined by water damage.
Objects that all have different levels of paranormal activity. Everything from full-blown spirit within the object to just other items that just have activity going on with them, and we don't know why it's doing it. We're not really sure if it's haunted necessarily, but it definitely has paranormal activity. A little bit of backstory about this particular item. It was a mirror that was in a person's home near here, just about 30 miles east of here. The gentleman was claiming that he was being assaulted in his bedroom.
We
And
weighed
the
ourselves
investigation
so
team,
many
a very
times
good
on if
one,
we
came
let that
in, they
word slide or
examined,
not.
all their equipment, and they went in to investigate. And throughout their investigation, they realized that this particular mirror that was in this gentleman's bedroom was the cause of the problems. They felt what was ever outside, which they did get activity outside as well, and from the neighbors. They felt that whatever was outside was using that mirror as a portal to gain access to the homeowner.
We all know that mirror.
Well, they
is
actually
definitely portal.
removed the mirror. The guy wanted it out of his house. And in doing so, they shattered it. They shattered the mirror. There's one surviving piece, and that's what's been behind this particular curtain here. Now, once we got it in, we've had.
I felt like it was
things
watching
on,
you too.
My wife,
Kinda did.
she was the first one, once it came out of the house, to have experiences with it. And she is a skeptic. As soon as she got in front of the mirror, we were showing the mirror without any backstory to it. She began getting nauseous, pale, and the biggest thing, she said, the pressure on her chest felt like somebody was standing on her chest. So I had to actually bring the mirror away from here, and I stuck it in here and covered it up. So to this day, she won't go near the mirror. As a matter of fact, she's standing out there quite a ways away from it. So from day one, when we had it in the museum, people have been experiencing all those different symptoms I mentioned before. But come this past October, it elevated in its activity quite aggressively, to say the least. People have been touched, hit, felt like somebody's going down their arm, to the point where we've had people run out of here screaming. We actually had a news crew in here on Halloween. They did their morning show from the museum and our lobby, and their broadcaster, their main reporter, she was inside with the mirror doing her reporting. She had a remote camera with her, and she ran out screaming. It was all on video, and so you got to see that whole reaction. So crazy mirror. So hopefully you guys will have some experiences with that tonight.
This is where we do the majority of our business.
Jen was such a sweetheart too.
Because we do take in so many odd and one of a
They
kind
are.
items from.
And this was so cool. The amount of stuff they had was actually
You
pretty
never know
awesome.
what's attached to them. One of the experiences that we've had here is I would usually sit behind the counter with my dog, and he would stare up in that corner. Now, this was before this lovely cadaver thing was hanging there. And he would just stare like at least 15 minutes. And then he would take a break and he'd stare right back at it. And then, other customers coming in and saying what they feel like they're, especially over in this area, there's like, is there something over there that's haunted or, has like energy to it? And again, we don't tell them anything. We let them figure out for themselves if something, is haunted or not. The experience, one of the really fun experiences we had is, and we experienced it together, being a skeptic, as he said, we were expanding the.
This is my favorite part of the video, is just hearing their history.
And we were here late, and we literally were sitting here just moving stuff, and he walked out, and I'm standing here, and all of a sudden I'm thinking, he's calling me, he's talking to me. So I walk out and I start going for the back room, and he's over here. He's like, "Where are you going?" I said, "I thought you were over there, talking to me." And so as we were going throughout the night, and you can verify as well, that we both heard it. And it sounded just like him. So it was very, very odd. We did go outside to see if anybody was outside the building. We, walked through. Couldn't figure out where it came from.
And it was going on throughout the night.
Bizarre.
It wasn't just the one time that we heard it. There was like probably 3 more times at least that we heard a clear voice. And at different times, I thought it was right on the other side of this wall. It literally sounded like somebody was over there talking to us. I even ran outside to see if anybody was in our parking lot, in the front.
You can just see it in their eyes that there's no lies to be told there.
No.
Now, other investigations have picked up anything.
Oh, straight as they come.
To shadow figures back here. Just this past week, Jennifer had a instance where we were back here working. We're the only ones in the building at the time. We're over here organizing.
What happened later in the night here too was weird.
Somebody walked from that shelving unit over into the construction area over here. She said she clearly saw a shadow or a person walking.
That shot was not as easy.
There was nobody there. We also had another team that did catch a shadow figure there in the ballroom here, shooting this way, and they saw a shadow figure walk across the door. Now, a little bit of history about this building. It's about 100 years old. It originated as a Essex Hudson automobile dealership. So it's got a lot of
wild how old it
and
is.
several things throughout the years. This particular part of the building, in this ballroom, not a whole lot of activity. They've gotten some sounds, but that could come from a different part of the building because as you can hear the echo in here, so it's hard to tell if it actually came from here. However, right next to it, the other part of the ballroom, these doors here, has gotten a lot of activity.
Oh, yes, it does.
We had to remove the echo because it was so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the audio sounds kind of wonky right there.
Because it's a very big empty space.
We've had mediums work in the center of the hall here, where they're doing essentially a seance or EVP work. And the gentleman that was working in here at that time, the medium said he contacted.
Who looked directly where we heard that sound too? Did you see that?
And a little boy. Odd combination, but because the area that this building is in, back in the 70s and 80s, it was heavy prostitution traffic, and drugs. It's since been cleaned up. It's actually a pretty nice neighborhood now. However, we did pick up those particular
Big facts.
spirits. Noises, disembodied voices, they've all claimed to hear those as well. Other than that, I think that's the scope of the building. There are some other areas in here that people have had experiences with. We unfortunately don't have access to those areas because those businesses are closed and it's alarmed over there. So we won't have that, unfortunately. But that's all I got. So hopefully you guys can pick something up.
Yep. We'll let the building do the speaking for itself then.
See? Started.
All right, so we are inside of the museum right now, and we're going to start the investigation. Start off with the old Spirit Talker app.
And then we will slowly work our way into seeing what we catch.
And we're going to throw on the obvious as well.
See if they talk to each other.
Pro tip.
The only problem with this place is we're living in boxes, like small and big boxes.
So it's best to just leave them in one spot.
Yeah, we had crappy mics at the time.
Taking the data from the surrounding room.
Yep. Pro tip. Hot takes.
And over here, we actually have the human skull as well.
Oh, we can't forget we got camera girl Jenna over here.
Yeah, what up, Jenna?
What up? What up? What up?
Hi, Lou.
My name is Harry.
My name is Harry.
It said Sally as well.
That's
Harry
just
and
how
Sally?
we know. We know that now.
Interesting. Oh my god, dude. Human skull, origin, England University.
Like how we didn't realize that until just then.
No.
Why does it say angry like that?
Who's angry?
Let us know. Do you like the pop-ups like this? Like when we do a spirit talker or the Ovilus, do you like having those pop up on the screen for you to see, or would you rather just have just the text?
Mm-hmm.
We're experimenting with both, but if you guys prefer it one way, like that's the way we'll try
That's
to
the way
continue.
we'll roll.
Yeah.
Smith. Harry Smith? Is that your name?
We're talking to Harry Smith.
Can we get a yes?
Can you say yes in one of those devices?
If you're here with us, can you make like a knock sound on anything? That was her.
Meat blend.
Meat one.
That's not crazy.
So weird that I was going so crazy.
Why is it going crazy?
I don't know. Should we reset it?
Doctor. It's in front of the mortuary tools.
It is.
Is this what a doctor would use? Can you tell me what any one of those tools or anything on this little table would be? Maybe use one of these devices to say it.
I wanted it so badly to say skull. I didn't realize it said tool.
I would love to see some poltergeist activity tonight.
And what she's talking about is we had the Spirit Talker app going earlier before we started investigating, and the Spirit Talker app said poltergeist. But this time that
I said, can you tell us what these little
this time
tools
that
are?
was obvious.
Tool.
Could you tell us how many spirits are here with us? A number?
It's hard to pick up on all the words all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they go like this.
When it does that,
popping off.
Yeah, when it does that, heck no.
Was there a secret bar in this building at one point?
Matthew.
Dude, another name.
How do we get it to confirm for us that it's those are the people that are here? You know what I mean? Like what? Scruple. I don't know what that even means. Alex.
Yeah, I've never heard these many names come through.
Dude, it's so many names right now. I can't even keep track of how many we have.
Reset the Ovilus and set it by the skull. Like maybe away from the spirit talker. Let's see if there's anything.
I'm gonna set it over by this doll.
All right, so we moved one of those devices. Can you still talk to us and try to tell us, how many people might be in this room? What?
Now we gotta go figure out what it says.
What?
Hasha alignment lagoon.
Why? It doesn't ever go off this frequently. Can you tell me what's in this box right next to this device? If it says it, I'm gonna poop.
You're
I'm gonna poop.
I'm gonna straight up.
I say that a lot.
Have the shit scared out of you.
Bro, that's what I'm expecting.
All right, so we're gonna start off with a S-Box session, and we're gonna put up these cat balls as well.
We're gonna put them on Sarabina right here,
This
right?
doll right here is Sarabina. She is the most notoriously
That's
haunted
my
doll
homie.
here. She's actually a famous haunted doll as well.
As well.
That cat ball will go off here eventually.
Yep. So let's see if we can't get her name to come through on.
We
the
also
Xbox,
didn't mention that
or
we just opened the
hopefully
curtains
get
to the
some
mirror,
responses
and the
that
mirror is
correlate.
just facing directly
Yeah.
into what we're doing.
Yeah.
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 We're crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crank that puppy.
If you're here with us, we can hear you through this. Can you please tell us your name through that device?
Sarabina, would you like to speak with us? My name's Riley.
I'm Trevor.
I'm Jenna.
Yeah.
I wish we had better mics then, dude, because it definitely said I'm behind you.
Really? I'm trying to make contact with the spirit of Sarabina. Could you please come
We were
talk to
better
us?
off just using our actual phone mics.
I know, right? I have the iPhone 15.
That was a male voice.
If that was you, can you speak again?
There's a bunch of different voices.
Was that Harry?
Could you touch one of those cat balls that are on your lap, Sarabina?
Yeah, I could.
We'd like to hear your voice.
Could you speak a little louder for us? We can hear you, but we can't understand you. If you don't know what this device is, it's just a radio. You can use the radio waves to speak to us.
Or just speak out loud and we can hear you, I think.
God, those dolls' faces are so creepy.
The one that's above you is actually like the creepiest, I think.
Mm-hmm.
One that looks like a voodoo doll.
Please don't.
That was long too, yeah.
Yeah.
It was please something for sure. Did we just hear you? Can you speak again? Want to make sure it wasn't radio.
Stop.
We are now.
For sure said we are now.
Sound like a.
Are we now talking?
No, we're stopping is what they meant.
Sarabina, was that you?
You're right. Yeah.
Could you tell us why you like that doll so much? Oh.
It's almost like conceited a little bit where it's like, I could. Yep.
Yeah. God, that doll's so
just me.
It is.
I'm not sure.
Do you want to talk to just one of us?
Can you move something in this room? Whoa.
Can you knock over a light?
Oh, how I so badly wanted to see something go flying.
Oh, I
Can you
always
touch
want that.
that cat ball that's on top of the mirror? There's a spirit possessing that mirror. Can you make that cat ball light up for us?
The mirror was super quiet.
Use
all night.
whatever energy source you'd like.
Yeah, we didn't really get any.
to manifest yourself.
Mm-mm.
That's not like you said fuck. Like dark.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Let's try some EVPs.
All right, Sarabina. I'm going to turn this off. If this isn't working for you, can you talk to another device that we have?
Okay. So we have grabbed our voice recorders and we're going to try to see if we can capture some EVPs, of course.
Yes, sir.
Oops.
Yeah, so we'll start by setting it over by Sarabina and see if she'll talk to us. And
Yep.
then
we'll pretty much just interview all of the dolls, I guess.
So yeah, we'll go through the room, interview the dolls and the haunted objects that are in here.
I don't know. This is the first time I really ever tried to.
We don't get to investigate haunted objects very often.
Yeah,
so.
Asher Walton.
No, we don't.
On the other times that we were able to.
And there was such a limited amount to investigate it, so and there was plenty more to investigate.
Yeah, all of the stuff was happening upstairs away from the dolls, so
exactly.
This is actually pretty exciting. Sarabina, you've probably seen one of these before. It can't hurt you. It's just to record your voice. You can speak into it and we can hear you. Be a red light. If you speak as loud as you possibly can into this device.
Except for there's a red light on the floor.
Hear you answer our questions. We hopefully you're willing to communicate with us.
All right, everybody settle.
Nobody fucking move.
Sarabina,
Nobody fucking move.
Your doll
Respectfully,
sister,
shut the
you're
fuck up.
here with us. Could you tell us why?
Nobody fucking
Sarabina,
move.
that red light that's on that thing that's sitting on your lap, all you have to do is talk to it and you can tell us what you want us to know.
Could you tell us how old you are?
Do you know where you are?
May I have a hug?
May I have
Are
a
there any
hug?
other spirits with us? How many are here with us? That just stopped recording by itself.
Why did it stop recording?
It was full on memory.
Oh, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it.
We debunk it.
We actually ended up debunking the voice recorder stopping because the memory was full. So this seemingly paranormal event debunked.
Yeah, let's hear it. I'll hear it. Everybody settle.
Sarabina, or your doll sister, if you're here with us, could you tell us why? Sarabina, that red light that's on that thing that's sitting on your lap, all you have to do is talk to it and you can tell us what you want us to know.
Ribbit.
Could you tell us how old you are?
Whoa.
What was that?
It sounded like a gurgle to me.
It was like a weird, like,
You know what I mean? Like even now, still, it sounds like a gurgle.
Everybody settle.
the thing is, I don't hear the water sounds that distinct in the recordings. So it's not like it's audible as shit, even though that's very, like, consistent.
Yeah.
That thing that's sitting on your lap, all you have to do is talk to it and you can tell us what you want us to know.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Is that what it says?
That's a different one.
And we have to. Oh, fuck, dude. What if that's Mildred telling us to find her?
Oh.
Because like later on in the night, in a different part of there, like that complex right there, we found her.
Maybe.
That there was a
It's
word.
definitely a
There
female
was a
voice
word
going.
there. I can't make out what it is.
May I have a hug? If there's any other spirits with us,
Why did it just cut right there? That's so weird.
There's definitely whispering.
There was some whispering in it. I definitely heard some whispering.
Forgot about this. This is bizarre.
This is one of the only times we've actually ever caught this on camera.
Mm-hmm. Also, that light is missing.
That is the one we're missing.
Oh, she does say "find my body" in the first video.
Yeah.
You can hear us start running.
Alrighty. Is there any spirits attached to this altar? Maybe someone came and mourned your death here or paid their respects?
There's a device with an antenna sticking on it that you can touch and it'll light up and make noises and we'll know you're standing in front of it or standing here with us. Or there is also a round ball right here that if you touch, it will do one of those and light
Back
up.
when they were still brand new.
Please touch either one of those devices so we know you're here and we can communicate with you. We just want to tell your stories. Maybe get to know how you're feeling and whatnot. There's also other little cat balls in over here with the dolls. If anybody wants to touch any of those.
I don't even know where
It's kind of fun when you like
Here,
pause
I'll
it
point
and
them
you
out
go
real
find
quick.
cat balls.
There's one here. Please do it. There's one here and there's one here. All right. I laid it out for you. I pointed out what we would like you to move if you could. We're not going anywhere.
Didn't plan on it.
Earlier, something was talking about poltergeist. Is there any way that you could move something like you said you would for us?
Would you consider cat balls going off poltergeist activity?
I don't know. Something needs to physically move.
Well, the cat ball needs to
appreciate it if you could
physically
make one
like
of those
shake
cat
in
balls
order for
light
it
up
to go
for
off,
us.
does it not?
We've heard that you do it for a lot of other people. Why not us?
Oh, cat ball. Holy shit, I got it. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's fucking incredible.
The difference in quality between our phones at the time is so fucking
Are you
crazy.
serious?
I know, right?
No way. Thank you so very, very, very much. I wasn't expecting that.
I was not
Sarabina, are you with us now that we're out of that room? If you are, can you make that cat ball go off again?
It said, "Find me."
It did. I love that John also literally goes, Sarabina likes to
Does
get
it
held.
take a lot of
Take her where you want.
concentration to make that cat ball go off?
Okay, buddy.
Or is she telling us to concentrate and give her the energy? You know what I mean? Like concentrate on making it go off. Oh my
Timing.
god.
Just
timing.
Like, holy shit. Dude, I got the most goosebumps.
I
from
also
saying
might
that.
just
You know what I
have
mean? Like
telekinesis.
concentrate on making that go off.
You never
All
know.
right. Sarabina, thank you. There's a teddy bear right there with some blocks.
The other fucked
we
up
can
part
make
is I
that
said the
ball
teddy bear
go
thing go
off
off,
for
and
us?
it does later.
You've been doing amazing.
That was incredible.
I know you can do it. We really appreciate you making that go off.
Fucking Hong Kong food.
Is there
right
something
there,
we
dude.
can do for you? If there is, make one of these go off again. And then we'll try to figure out what we can do for
You
you.
can find my body.
We can use these cat balls as like yeses. So if that's the answer you want is a yes, make one of these cat balls go off. Or the one thing that's on this little pedestal too. That way we can confirm these for you. And us. Right?
Interesting. Is there something bad in that mirror in your room in the museum?
Cat
Could you
balls.
make those cat balls go off for us again, like you did moments ago?
Shot.
There's just mannequins everywhere.
a
You
shot.
look. It's so fucking
It is funny.
terrifying.
Would you be more comfortable if we left the room and then you could make them go off? Because we can leave the room for a little bit. Let you guys do your thing with them.
If you make one of those cat balls,
Right as I'm
Okay, so we'll leave the room and leave
Right as you
toys to
prompted
play
it.
with, okay?
Again,
We'll even leave a
a
few more
third
things
time.
out here for you.
Years. That's incredible. All right, Sarabina.
That's incredible.
Thank you. Love you. Mwah.
It literally was 10 minutes too. Sick B rolls.
Sick B-roll.
All right, ready? Go.
What was
That
that?
sounded like an explosion.
Hello?
We can't go past that red beam, but what the fuck was that?
That was over here. Was that you?
No. You make that noise again?
It happened up there.
Yeah, and it was so loud.
We heard that thump.
And then it sounded like scuttering.
I heard
like,
that.
Mm-hmm. But
Up
not
there.
like an animal.
No, like footsteps scuttering.
Yeah, like quick footsteps.
Mike's
Can you
just
finish this?
shit. It didn't.
It killed the audio here.
Can you make the loudest knock you can possibly make?
What? That was right up there.
What was that?
That was right
Thank
up
you.
there. Thank
What
you.
the fuck
It was
was
that was so loud too, and we were literally throwing rocks at the wall. Like we.
The lady
Nah.
screams at night.
Whoa.
What's the lady's name?
Mhm.
If you want.
That's crazy how long that was.
The lady screams at night. Is the lady inside of the mirror or have anything to do with the mirror?
And we're just looking inside of the box here, inside of where we are. Not the fact that there could be other spirits with us that are from outside
Be
investigations.
afraid earlier. Should we be
Yeah.
afraid of what is wrong?
It totally
with that
could be
mirror?
happening. We're opening up a door that we know nothing about.
100%.
I've heard that there is a non-human entity that is attached to it. If it's true, can you make any of these devices go off?
Ralph.
The demon's name is Ralph.
Entity's name Ralph?
It's crazy how many names we got that night.
Dude, he also did say that the coffin that was in there was a used coffin, and it just was like,
And that was an actual gurney from a hospital.
Just kidding.
yeah, like it had seen so many bodies.
I
so
know
many
you're going
You
there.
bodily
was
fluids.
canceled.
I'm sorry. I took that
It's
too
bad
far.
enough that we have to say boy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay.
That'll have to be out as well. What was that?
What was that?
What the fuck was that?
Was that you, Ralph?
Can you do that again?
Benjamin.
Another name.
So many names. Are there a lot of spirits here? Kind of thinking a lot of spirits are here. Is there maybe a portal?
You just said it.
Maybe more than one.
There is another mirror. There's another mirror in there.
There is. I mean, honestly, I think there's a lot of like different artifacts in here that could
Yeah.
potentially be.
Ooh.
Is it the artifacts that are in here?
Does that open up the portal? Vibrate 1 time for yes, 2 times for no.
The device is so unreliable, though.
Are you trying to protect us from something? Look at the EM detector. It was like paused for a second.
Oh, like stop?
Like the little thing that goes up and down. What actually is that?
It stops when words are coming through. Yep.
Thank you for visiting.
We appreciate you coming and communicating with us. We just want to keep the dialogue going. That's all. Are we speaking to somebody that we've spoken to all night, or is this a new spirit?
I should have said, or is this a spirit we spoke?
And is that how you like to be addressed? Maybe it's still Oliver.
It just said
That's the
Benjamin.
right question.
Oh, and it did just say Benjamin.
Right.
Okay, it's definitely got to be Benjamin.
Are we talking to Benjamin?
My name is Mildred.
Universe.
We are in the same universe, if that's what you're asking us.
The universe.
Just, you can see us. We can't see you.
We can't
So
see
we're
you.
about to do,
so
like,
if you
some
would
shadow
like us to
jutsus.
see you, you could touch that duck or one of those balls out there, Benjamin.
Or flip over that metal cart.
Or knock down the rook. The black thing. Black and red thing.
Equality.
Up.
Quality is good.
Quality,
Quality is good.
But there still is no such thing as complete equality. It's true. I'm not being.
It's very true.
It's true.
Hopefully one day we can get there.
I'm not being facetious. All right, Benjamin. Can you tell me how old you were? Or if you know where you are? Or what you are? If you know what you are, tell me through this device on the floor that's right in front of my foot. Tell me exactly what you think you are.
Here.
Weird.
So are you in between good and evil?
Yeah, which one are you? So you're neutral.
Is Sarah Bina the mediator here?
Is Sarabina the woman that screams?
Oh, that's a great question.
Swear to God, if I hear a lady scream, I'm gonna go wait for you guys in the car.
That's fine. Me and Riley will
It's fine.
Me and Riley will live here.
We got work to do.
Actually, it's a great idea because listen,
Really quiet. in
I
here.
was just thinking, like, there's a little echo coming from that room,
Okay.
so we'll get that playback from you.
All right. So this device, if you're not familiar with it, Benjamin, Oliver, or if you're
Sarabina, whoever
Sarabina, if you're over here now,
If you're over
could you
here.
please talk to us through this device? You just have to talk into the red light.
Burden.
Yeah, I heard splash. Yeah.
Benjamin, if that's you, you're not a burden.
I'm just waiting for a shadow to cross
Anything,
in the back.
we really appreciate you talking to us and taking time out of your busy schedule. Are you happy?
Is that no? Are you not happy?
Remember, I said once for
one for
yes,
yes,
two for no.
Can you tell us if you can feel emotion?
Are you being held here against your will?
Don't trust the bad ones.
But who are the bad ones?
All right, let's play this back.
Time that it said.
Okay, also time out. I asked, are you being trapped here against your will? Don't trust the bad ones.
That's
fucking
interesting too.
weird. That's really weird.
Godfrey.
Just so many names.
Taking time out of your busy schedule. Are you happy?
The answer again.
Is that no? Are you not happy?
Answered correctly again.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I said once for yes, two for no.
Yeah. You said yeah again.
Can you tell us if you can feel emotion?
Doesn't want to answer that. Can you not answer that question for us? Okay. All right. Let's see if
let's finish that.
It's crazy. Shit's happening and it's re-answering its own questions again.
Oh, good. Oh, that was the end of it. You want to try another one? Another round of questioning?
We're not nasty.
What does it even mean?
So, sir, so
Not nasty.
seriously, this is
I
really,
ain't
really hot.
nasty.
We don't normally get this, but like all night it's been saying there's good and bad entities here, basically. And then it's like
Contradicting
Yeah,
itself.
some of them are like literally saying like we're bad, and then other ones are saying we're not nasty, we're not bad. And I legitimately think we're talking to multiple spirits,
Dude, and think about how many names we've gotten, especially when we're by that
at least
casket.
a solid 15 unique older names, at least. And like he said, it was a rental casket at one point.
A rental.
Are there more than 15 spirits here?
Or can you just throw out a number? Are we ballparking here? Like how many spirits you think are here? I'll take a number, any number.
A game show hosting.
Yep.
Yes.
So if it is above
I'm
15,
I'm thinking 15 because we kept the question constant. So
higher than 20?
Mildred. She's back.
Again?
We were just
She
talking
came
about
back.
multiple
You know what's
spirits
even more
being
fucked
there.
up?
I got
I don't
goosebumps.
think it's necessary.
That's my phone. That's my
Jenna's
phone.
phone, your phone,
Look at this.
and now my phone because mine was the first one.
I got goosebumps.
And Levi's.
And Levi's.
the last time it said like the same type of thing.
That was an honest to goodness.
Yeah.
You said no, it was before Mildred. It said the witch is here, and I said the witch is here.
Mildred telling us that the witch was
Everybody's yelling.
My name is Mildred.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
What?
But what is the witch? What does this mean? Mildred.
Who is?
Mildred, are you here with us? If it's really you that's here with us now, and you another
Everybody's
portal.
yelling.
What if this is another portal, dude? And Mildred keeps coming through them because we keep going to them.
Is Mildred your guys' protector?
Or I made this distinction in the last live that we could potentially have given her like that safe haven, so she's following us around to get away from the bad stuff. And when we go investigate, we're promoting our energies back into that universe or into the universe, and she comes back to us. Which that is again twice in a row on investigations in a span of what is that now? Like
Couple months,
couple
but-
months, yeah. Like that's people want to say that that's just a phone app and it's just doing this and that. We didn't bring up Mildred once.
When we randomly came across this freaking grave, Mildred, we didn't know it was there.
Yeah,
we had no idea.
Nobody in this building has said the word Mildred.
And we
That's
haven't
not
even
it picking
talked
it up.
about witchcraft. We have not talked
The
about
Indian burial ground.
We haven't talked about that. We haven't talked about anything spiritual at all tonight.
Not really. That's weird, dude. That's weird. I the first time this happened at Tattoo Shop, I was skeptical.
Paranormal.
Paranormal.
Oh my gosh.
Is it this building? Is this building like a vortex of energy that's helping you guys communicate? This is wild. Like it started off on kind of a slow note, and then it's ramped up significantly.
And what's odd is that at the tattoo shop, it came over. So I think it was the Samsung phone.
Mhm. I have that here,
And
but
you
Ghosts and
guys-
cell phones
you guys
definitely
had
do go hand
used
in
it
hand, though.
We went to the Indian burial ground. I wasn't with you guys. I didn't go.
Why
So
wouldn't
how is my
Or
phone?
have you ever heard of the stories too of like disappearing like apps or like things like people download like or like
Mildred,
Maureen
are you
Piercini,
still here with
like,
us?
The photos that were there and then they weren't there and then they were there and then they
No.
weren't there.
Yeah, or
And there's children in the other
that's
room.
the theme
random
at
corrupted
That's
photo.
the
burial ground.
It happens, dude. That's why I think Spirit
Okay,
Talker
so
is a
Mildred
wonderful
is
app
here
that
with
is
us.
like a useful tool that you can use
There is
in
a-
tandem with other devices.
That's a longer yes.
Yeah, there's a duck right there behind that device.
You
that
may remember it.
vibrates. We tried to get you to touch it last time, and I don't think you were able to. But if you could try to again today, and if you can get it to go off, I will be forever in your debt. And I think you will make a return to
the cemetery.
I
And
gotta
we give
watch
you
what
some
I say.
Gifts, you know, for your birthday that we didn't get to like celebrate with you. and
Offer a lot.
hang out.
There's a lot to offer right there. Forever.
Honestly, if
and
you make anything go off, like the cat balls, the duck, anything.
Yeah, none too specific.
We'll come.
But realistically,
Make the duck
not
go
the
off.
same ones you've been using, but one of the other ones would be really, really nice.
Well, tonight has been finished up with, I would say, some very, very spooky happenings.
Bangers, some might say, because of all the weird noise.
The EVPs, the
Bangers,
Spirit Box
some might
sessions, the amount of names that we captured on the Spirit Talker tonight
We're
is
just gonna call
crazy.
that Mount Everest of names. I've never seen that before, so
It
that
was
was odd.
bizarre how many names we got.
And you know what else is odd? The Other Side Paranormal and Mortuary Science Museum. Don't forget to come down to Lansing, Michigan to also check out the Voodoo's Parlor of Magical Curiosity.
We definitely want to thank John and Jennifer for allowing us to come out tonight and investigate and hang out with us throughout the night and have them even being like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
right
like
now.
the book. This is crazy. I love it. This place is seriously amazing. You know, I will recommend it. It's on one of the top tier investigations that we've done, just from the odd amount of stuff we've caught for sure. So you
Most
guys saw it
definitely.
yourselves.
And then it only gets
Definitely
better.
haunted. I don't know
here.
how haunted the building is, but there's definitely some spirits
The objects.
that
The
are
object.
attached to the objects inside of this building, I would say. And if you liked this video and want to continue to see more content like it,
bell.
ring the bell, click the subscribe button right there.
Click.
For
And
sure.
with that being said, folks, remember, keep your ears
Keep
and
your
eyes
ears
open.
and eyes open.
Here it goes.
Up in the night.
In the night.
We got away from doing the dubs. And then last but not least,
now the
infamous.
final video before we get to the next chapter of the story tomorrow night. Surprisingly, all the way in a different state this time.
100% a different state, and this video is by far on 100% the level of quality that is it.
That we
is-
are at currently.
Yes, very much so. Like a way better done video, like videography wise, edited wise, the quality of the audio, everything is just so much more on par here. So
And
this one
the
was
evidence
awesome.
is just as crazy as all the other shit,
Mhm.
if not probably the craziest shit that we've captured.
And then for us to run into Mildred again, of all people and of all places. How? You know, how?
Hopefully you guys are like enjoying this like connect the dots story of Mildred, because it's honestly led us on a crazy path of paranormal
Mhm.
investigating, and it's become like such a crucial part of our lore at this point. Though.
I would say a staple. So the
It's
old,
like the weirdest shit that we've captured involves this Mildred spirit.
I was gonna say from old to new, here we are, dude. Like this
Still
is like the
talking
second newest installation of Mildred here.
All right, let's get her going.
Also, bravo on this.
If that was you, can you confirm that for us?
Yeah, I mean, like,
What's that?
Nobody moved. Not a single person moved.
Hello and welcome to What Goes Bump Tonight.
Is there life after death? Yes.
Oh, what? Ooh, what the? Oh my god, is my shirt moving right now?
Why should we be afraid?
Hello and welcome to What Goes Wrong Tonight. I'm your host, Riley Clark, and alongside me as always is
Trevor Jensen.
And today, a super special guest, Caleb from the Ghost Bros.
The resident Ghost Bro.
Fuck yeah.
We are so gracious to be at the Blackford County Jail with said Caleb.
Yeah, Hartford City, Indiana, and extremely haunted jail.
None of us have been here before, so just stay tuned.
Yeah, none of us have been there before. Not a single one of us were.
The old Blackford County Jail, nestled in the quiet streets
Also, bravo on this read.
stands as a significant landmark reflecting the county's tumultuous past. Constructed between 1875 and 1876, and officially opening in 1879, the imposing stone structure served as a primary detention center for Blackford County for over a century. Designed with the intention of upholding law and order, the jail quickly became an integral part of the local justice system, witnessing a spectrum of human experiences, from minor infractions to serious criminal offenses. As the years passed, the jail became a backdrop for stories of despair, resilience, and an occasional tragedy. Over its 116 years of operation, it was overseen by a series of sheriffs, each leaving a unique mark on the establishment, both in its administration and in the stories that would emerge. One of the most notable years in the jail's history was 1977.
This place was so cool.
Settling a double tragedy. In February, Sheriff Harold Bohm unexpectedly passed away, sending shockwaves through the community. Just weeks later, his successor, Sheriff Ed Townsend, succumbed to a sudden heart attack in his office within the jail. These events deepened the forbidden air surrounding the facility, fueling speculation about the nature of those unexpected deaths and the toll of overseeing such a troubled institution. The jail housed a diverse range of inmates, including some notorious figures whose stories have become part of local legend. Among these figures was a man linked to the notorious bank robber John Dillinger. Although John Dillinger was never incarcerated there, it is said he scouted the jail while planning heists in nearby towns, admiring its layout and contemplating escape routes. This fleeting association had added an intriguing layer to the jail's reputation and allure, captivating the imaginations of those who hear its stories. As the mid-20th century approached, the jail's history took a darker turn. Reports of violence among inmates increased, with fights and altercations becoming disturbingly
God, dude, I couldn't imagine jail or prison. Fuck that.
One inmate took his own life, succumbing to despair within the jail's cold walls. The aftermath of the tragedy contributed to the jail's growing dark reputation. Another deadly brawl left one inmate dead, and it is said that the spirit of this individual continues to roam the hallways, searching for resolution. Blackford County Jail remained operational until 1995, when it closed due to outdated facilities and the need for modern correctional practices. However, the closure did not silence its haunted past. Instead, the jail became a focal point for paranormal
A portal, if you might add.
ghost hunters and curious visitors alike. Reports of disembodied voices echoing through the empty hallways and unexplained footsteps following visitors in cold, chill spots and areas associated.
You don't say.
Past. Today, the old Blackford County Jail stands as a preserved relic of history, attracting curious visitors and the paranormal enthusiasts from across the country. Though it no longer
Place
houses
is so
inmates,
fucking cool.
its reputation as one of Indiana's most haunted sites has grown immensely. Once a symbol of law and order, the old Blackford County Jail has transformed into a respiratory of stories and spirits, inviting those brave enough to explore its shadowy legacy. Whether you are drawn in by the thrill of paranormal or the rich history of the building, the jail continues to captivate and intrigue, reminding us all to stay vigilant in the darkness. One of my favorite transitions right there.
Hello, spirits of Blackford County Jail. My name is Riley.
That was all Trev, too.
I'm here to
Oh, yeah, dog.
communicate with you, learn a little bit about you, your story with this building, and have nothing but respect for the life that you lived, and hope that you wish to communicate with me.
My name is Jenna. I come here to communicate and just to know your story and why you ended up here.
I'm Trevor. I really just want to be able to talk and get to know you guys
Hopefully we can figure out who you were and what your story is, because everybody's story deserves to be told.
My name is Caleb. Some of our group has been here before. You may or may not know.
PP's wearing our hat and we're wearing his
We're
hat.
just so thankful that you're allowing us to be here.
You're swapping.
Please, again, we come with respect.
Love
We
these
have
boys.
many different
Love
devices
them
set
boys.
up throughout the building, the property. We call them devices, but really they're just kind of fun little toys for you to play with. Nothing will hurt you. Nothing will hurt you. And we come with the we come with the absolute most respect that we possibly can tonight. We understand that maybe some of you guys
The quality of this is already so much better than the other ones. It's insane.
if you guys feel comfortable, please
We got
communicate with
the
us.
real
Whether it
mic.
be touching the devices.
You can see where the quality
About
jumped.
these three, but you can touch me.
Touch me.
You're not allowed to lead with us, but you're allowed to touch us. Use our energy, use our device's energy, and just communicate with us a little bit tonight.
I give you full permission to use my energy. Just don't play with my mind, please.
Play with it.
So we're gonna start out with a little bit of a bang, huh? Could you touch one of these devices on the floor? They just light up.
There's a black box out there by the stairwell. Yeah, I'm literally talking about it. If you walk in front of that music
I am?
box, just a black box out there on the stairs, it'll play a song for you. I promise. Could you tell us if we're making...
What about them? Are they too bright? Would you like it to be darker in here? You can tap
We did
on
have it pretty lit up in those
lights go
rooms.
off.
We did. The lighting was great.
Could you make a noise
And
for us so we
fucking-tastic.
can understand where you're at?
Could have been improved a little bit, but
If you're not...
Probably didn't need the lights on our phones. We could just put them on the
Maybe it's a
ground.
whistle.
just waiting for a shadow to just...
Once again, dude, I know. I want something to block out the light.
Is the former sheriff still here?
It's like there's something I had to have missed. Liar.
Who you calling a liar, friend?
I think I might reckon.
I might reckon you's a
Was the
liar.
sheriff a liar?
You liar.
I might got me an idea there, son.
I mean, we are in a jail where people were liars.
That's true.
Everyone was probably a liar.
You saying there's a snake among us?
Calling us a liar. Do you think we don't come with good intentions?
My bones.
I wonder if there would be remains on the property
Did
still.
you pass away here? On this property?
I don't know. I doubt it.
It's could be possible though. With the basement the way it is.
You gotta talk to us.
You don't have to be scared of us or any of the devices we brought with us. You've probably seen a lot of them before.
Hey.
Are you frightened?
What's going
Not even a
on?
little bit.
Should we be?
You're not doing much to make us frightened.
Let's say, or can you frighten us? That's the better question.
If you are just joining, we are basically at the pinnacle of the story before the premiere tomorrow night. So this is the last video in the
story
marathon.
to Mildred. We'll do a little recap after this video too, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
like
for sure.
summarize it all together. Because I mean, so far we've seen everything like correlate in little ways. Like, yeah, we've had the experiences at each individual location, but Mildred seems to come through every single time in a certain type of way.
We'll get to that. It's at the end of the video. Ideally, of course it
Play a
is.
game.
Of course.
Hide and get scared.
Hide and get
Tell
scared,
us whose
indeed.
room we're in. We'll split up.
I really didn't get spooked until the end of the night here, though.
Yeah, it took a while.
Mm.
Trees.
Are you standing by the tree?
Don't fret, fam. We love you. And happy birthday to Mildred, indeed.
You got to make yourself known. We just want to communicate. Yank. You can go ahead and yank something.
We did
off
ask the question
these-
earlier. Do you guys prefer the overlays of the actual device that's saying it, or do you guys prefer just the text?
Yeah, because we
Throw
changed
them.
it here and just went with the text.
Yep. So throw them comments in there in the comment section what you guys think. If you guys want us to make the overlays again where it shows Spirit Talker and Ovulus, or if you want us just to continue with the text, either one is fine by us. But we want to know what you guys like.
Is there anywhere you would like us to go?
I think we continue to do the Spirit Talker way, but the obvious we
Mhm.
stopped doing the overlay for this video just to see.
What the?
It
It was
was
so
going
quiet,
ham.
and I was just spitting out all kinds of stuff.
That's one for overlay with devices.
Is it the sheriff's hat?
All
Is
right.
there a place that you would like us to go?
I ain't putting it on. That's like headless.
Which is even more wild because the last place we were at had a skull.
If you're here, make yourself known.
The infamous bump box.
You slam a door.
This is Blackford County Jail.
in Blackford County, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Saw torture?
Wait, if it's an inmate and he fucking killed somebody with a saw?
That's so brutal.
Or a saw?
Oh, yeah.
So you're safe here. No one can hurt you if you just keep telling us some answers. What did you see?
Saw torture.
You can just see me in the corner of that mirror.
It's okay. You can feel comfortable telling us more.
Infinite shots right there. It's crazy.
Infinite.
Can you
Dude,
tell
falling
us
down
what
those
that
stairs though,
picture on the
right into
wall
that
is?
little armoire would have been bad.
What is that of?
Money,
It is worth a lot of fucking.
Mona Lisa, worth a lot of money.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, I heard something back here.
It was like a tic tac sound.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be honest with you. We don't really know much about the history of this place.
Yep.
I don't think that motion light going off was us. I really don't. You had to be a lot
You're
closer
with
to it.
us.
Dude, literally, I heard a tick back there, and then there was a tick, like right in the doorway, like right here.
Kind of like how the floor settles, like. That's
And then that light turned on.
They're really cold.
It really feels like
There is
something
kind of a
walked up
breeze
on
coming
us
through
too.
right here.
A little bit.
Can you make that light go off again?
Look, so you're like waving your arm and it's not going off again.
Your legs right now.
A little bit.
Look, I got goosebumps.
Look, see, moving,
Know
nothing.
where you're going if you're crossing over.
Yeah, if it's here, can you make that blue light on that device change colors by touching it?
Just a little.
Whoa, did you hear that?
That was me.
Oh, that was you.
Oh, okay.
Debunked.
Okay.
Debunked.
I hate this with my elbow.
It won't take a whole lot just to make that go off.
Them.
What was that?
What was that? Them?
Debunked.
No, honestly, I think if that was you telling us that they were outside, can you tell us how many of us are in this room right now, including yourself?
Got to be specific.
says 6. Or if that says 6, that's even crazier. Because then it's like deer. Because then it's like deer. Because then it's like both of these are bouncing.
Bouncing. Whoa, did you just hear that? There's like a bump noise upstairs. Just like what it sounded like when you were walking.
Really? I didn't hear
Swear
it
I'm
over
out.
here. I didn't. I only hear. Like,
It's no wonder you heard it though. You're right next to where the staircase is, so it's like
Yeah.
it probably just traveled right into you.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't something.
And that door had a very thin piece of wood covering that one grate.
This up here is so creepy.
It was so dark in there, dude. It was so dark up there. They said they had the gallows up there too, so
how would that make you feel?
did you notice that the flux went green there too just now?
Yeah.
Top.
You just came from the top.
You did just come from the very top.
Whoa.
Riley,
That
here's
green. That just went green.
The,
Yeah.
the flux.
The flux did. Right when you said that, it went green, like really fast.
It just
I
keeps
probably
doing
have
it.
on
It
camera.
never does that.
I have it on camera. I know I do.
If
I
it
probably
goes
do
to
too.
one side, it's
We gotta go to the basement.
We gotta go to the basement. I love that once we hear stuff like that, we actually do that.
I think what would be cool, and you tell me what you think. Do a little spirit box session down here.
Yup.
With the evidence.
Yup.
Dude, we almost clapped our foreheads on so many different things down there, though.
Dude, that
Are there any spirits in the jail cells with us tonight?
How this happened corresponding in time in tandem with each other is wild
With us
too.
upstairs, my name is Riley.
And I'm Jenna.
I say Genevieve.
I
thought I heard Genevieve.
All right. Do you want to have some fun?
Chair?
It's literally the only chair.
It really was actually the only chair in there.
Are you sitting on a chair in one of the cells?
And then I'm like, there isn't one.
Oh wait, they're just cell blocks with beds.
If you do a simple yes or no.
Sir.
Sir?
Mm-hmm. Sir?
Do you think that we're authorities here?
We have no authority over you. As of right now.
As of right now. Oh, if that's true, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, we don't want to have authority over you. We honestly just want to have a conversation. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Or are you saying you want authority over us? That was really weird sound.
That was weird.
It sounded like a weasel.
It sounded like somebody was like getting punched.
For everybody's earbuds
Does
too,
any
we
of
took out the
this
sound of the
evidence or paperwork on this desk.
so that when you hear it, we'll just play the normal sound.
Or
Dude, it literally just stole the words out of your mouth.
That was weird.
Did you die in this jail?
We were executed.
Wow.
Then they definitely killed people there.
Why is she here?
And it was a direct response to what I asked.
I am the only
And then
woman.
why is she here?
And it said
I'm
Jenna
here
earlier.
to. Okay, that
Me too.
gave me goosebumps. I am thrown
That's
off.
3 intelligent responses.
That is 3. What we didn't record before was Caleb had a spirit box going in the office. I walked in and it said, you look hot. Then it said trouble. Then I said my name and then I said hi Jenna. And now I'm
Gonna leave.
here.
Why is she here?
There's a
lot of that.
Not like that. What's the plan?
It's very strange because Jenna wouldn't be allowed in that area.
No.
Are you waiting for a specific moment to do something? I like surprises, but can I have a hint? Or are you telling us to be careful? Bad. Crazy?
I mean, there's a good possibility there were some crazy people here, some bad people that were housed here.
That's not very nice.
That's
Damn.
not nice at all.
No wonder you were.
That's not very nice. Damn.
You know, for where I'm from, I'm a 10. Thank you. Did you not like women?
Next. Whoa, dude, that almost sounded like that sounded like
You guys are just having your
I
minds
was gonna say,
going.
yeah, like somebody's
We were down there just the shit we were getting was just so on point.
Are we on to something? If this is where they came to store their evidence, then the person that worked in the office that was talking to us up there comes down here to process the fucking.
Because
shit.
it did sound like clerical.
I don't
Like
know.
next.
No, we're not. But
Yeah.
That makes sense. Sheriff's office.
Sheriff's office.
So it was so clean
clear.
too.
That
Sheriff's office.
Clear as day.
Yes, we are in this. We are at the sheriff's. Like we're at the jail right now. Is that where you're at? Are you in the office?
Next, sheriff's office.
What was the sheriff's name?
Like what?
Who are you?
That's
What's your name?
residual like
Who's talking to
energy
us?
right there.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Knock that phone off for me. The one on the right. Death is not the end.
Death is not the end. It was the coming, I think.
Kevin. I asked who you were.
Kevin.
Oh my gosh.
Kevin, are you the one that doesn't like why I'm in here? I feel weird. What was that?
A race? Are you trying to race us? Killer? Did you use one of these bats?
Prison.
Did this put you in prison? This Louisville slugger? Evidence.
Evidence.
That was clear as day,
What the
dude.
hell?
What the hell? Apps.
This was
This
just
is
shut
not-
off.
Yeah, say that wasn't going. Fuck. Were you batting cleanup on somebody's head? That's a yes.
Why? Why'd you do what you
Oh
did?
God.
Or is this more your
I thought it said because I felt like it.
is this more like it?
Any?
There was so much stuff up there with tags on it still.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of stuff on that table actually.
Oh hey. Carl Messersmith.
Oh jeez.
Wow, that was a
Are you
little
here
clip.
with us by chance? Says that you were a criminal for criminal mischief. It's actually crazy.
Officer.
It's so clear.
Want to try your S-Box?
Yeah, you try it. That sounded so weird too.
US.
Oh.
Yeah, US. There's three.
There's three.
There's three. So who's with Kevin?
Never fails that when I touch equipment, though, I always click a wrong button.
Kevin's not alone. Who's with him?
And something always goes like, meh, meh, meh.
You heard something come. Where did you hear that noise? I heard it out of this room right here.
Somewhere over there. I couldn't tell which one.
Breaking and entering.
Breaking something, or they're going on water.
Water break.
Their toilets do have a water faucet on them.
Go drink your water, boy.
They need a water break from us.
Whoa, I'm in distress.
What was that? I've never
That was
heard
a
it,
little girl,
and it was
dude.
so long. I've never.
Oh,
heard it
dude,
so
just give me
long.
chills.
Mm-hmm.
If that was you, little girl, can you say something again?
Was this when Mildred entered originally? I don't know.
It could have been. I'm in distress, and she's here to like get our attention.
Or is it?
And Albert, there should be
what's
one
up
more person
here?
then.
Interesting.
Who's the third person? Is it her? Is it the she?
Oh, I forgot
there we
about this. My head hurts thinking about it.
Trevor is actually going to be doing an Estes method. Hopefully he can hear.
See.
Well, he might not be able to hear, but he sure shouldn't be able
Right?
to see.
All right, let's see it.
Can you feel me? He scares people.
The sheriff.
Scares people. Kevin or Albert? Or is it somebody new?
Marjorie.
I thought it was an archway.
Marjorie. That's a woman's name.
We've been asking. Okay.
Marjorie. So we have Kevin, Albert, and Marjorie. You're the
I
three.
think that was the woman spirit they were talking about, or the one that
Probably.
said, I'm in distress. Probably.
7.
Are there 7 with us?
For real.
You're talking quite a bit.
Corner.
What about the corner?
This. Shorts.
We're wearing shorts. Can you see us right now?
There are.
There are what?
Where are you?
Can you help me?
Yes, we can, but we need you to help us by communicating through our devices.
It's also weird that you guys didn't hear any motion for real down there. And then when we all go
Touch
upstairs is when we started hearing the motion.
This is great, but if you could use more energy to touch that red light,
We didn't hear
make
anything.
that device.
We could hear you guys in the basement a little bit, but
Not much.
barely.
It was pretty thick concrete. The only thing that you probably could hear us through was that like the rods that go up through the floor for that like bird cell that turns.
Yeah.
Thank you for communicating with us.
You can come with us if you'd like.
Yeah, and then it was like
Save her.
calling her ugly.
That fucking beam above me, dude. It's a killer.
Hey, how many are here with us right now?
It followed.
Followed what?
Mildred.
It said join us.
Who?
Me.
You?
Who's you?
I'm me.
Mm-hmm. Like, you guys should know it's me.
Especially if you're in the male section.
Scam.
A scam? Is that why you were in prison?
Scared.
Well, we're not scared. Are you afraid right now?
If this is Mildred, yeah, she'd be scared. She's out of prison.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Can you tell us your name?
Hats.
Oh.
Watch us do it.
Wow.
Do what? The hats?
I did leave a hat
Hear
on
me.
the- hat on the back.
Do it.
Hear me do it.
Oh, I'd believe it.
Sounds like
It
you're
would
telling us
be,
an event
for
that
sure.
happened.
Mm-hmm.
If she was with us in this moment.
Right in.
What happened in here?
Bars.
Were you put behind bars?
Yes. Police.
The police put you behind bars.
Cruel.
I forgot how like on fucking point
Is your name
this
Kevin?
was.
Is it?
Kevin, were you hung? Is it Albert?
Go to.
Where? You gotta tell us where.
Right.
Go to the jail cells upstairs or down the hall? Or down the hallway?
The creepy hallway.
Could you
The
get
one that had so many spider webs, dude. Holy fuck, I ate so many.
If you.
Who wants to make a deal? Do you want to make a deal with us?
You'll give us a name if we what?
Oh, you took me smashing my head out of there.
Like and subscribe.
If there's a child
Thanks, though,
here
yeah.
with us, can you touch that red light?
I'm pretty sure I can cuss myself after that part.
I don't mean to scare you.
You won't scare us. We're here to communicate with you.
We actually welcome it.
I have a device in my hand here. There will be a red light. When I press record, we'll be able to hear your voice.
Good old buddy boys.
Could you tell us your name in that red light right here?
Have we communicated with you?
Patience.
Patience.
There probably would have been some like psychiatric, like unwell patients that were thrown into the jail too.
Patience.
Yeah. I don't know where the like hospital area of the prison jail was, but it
Yeah,
could
they
have been.
had to have had like some type of not a nursery, but like a nurse's station.
But I feel like it would have been on the other side of the jail.
Mm.
Catch me in my car.
One side's like a house, and the other side's like a jail. So strange.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln County Jail is the same way in Ohio as well.
Mm-hmm. It's because the residents that used to
They used
work
to-
there lived there.
Had to live there. Yeah, it was law that the sheriff had to live at the jail.
sounded like something. There's something.
I couldn't tell what it ever said either. I still can't.
Francis.
You've asked 3 times instead of Francis.
Yeah, it's hearing me ask through this again. We've had that happen before where we'll be playing back.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll capture stuff, answering the question. Related to Mildred somehow.
100% is exactly what was happening while we were at the Paranormal Mortuary Museum.
I mean, I heard it.
I hear a voice. It's like a cough noise almost.
Mm-hmm.
You're scared of me.
Who told you that?
Never. Couldn't be.
Maybe the last people that were in here, but not us.
Do you want us to be scared?
Sort of like the energy ratchets up too.
We see you as a human being.
I think I was barefoot at this point too.
Francis, is that you?
At this point in the night, like there was just noises all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And you just keep telling yourself that it was just the building.
Yeah, everywhere I go, I tell myself that it's not what I'm actually hearing, and then
It was like
always come to find out it probably was something paranormal.
And for the record, I did not move. I've been sitting like this.
Nobody was moving.
And the floor that's out there is extremely noisy, so I wouldn't doubt that something was right out there.
But only if we walk on it.
Mhm. Curious to see what that door that goes into the attic space that's right there looks like too, if we like pan through there. Because if it is more open, that's bizarre.
Whoa, what the fuck was
I
that?
heard that too. What the fuck?
I'm deaf.
There's a voice underneath right before that question. Smoke.
So creepy.
It's crazy we didn't even hear it. That was what we were looking for, and we never even heard it.
No, we panned right past it, and even before that, it sounds like something goes like.
Amelia and Francis, we are in the women's wing.
Oh, that's right. We assume.
Amelia, if you are up here, can you please confirm it by talking through one of these devices, making them go off, or even doing one of these?
Oh yeah, the star of the show has arrived. Everyone.
Yes, he has. That little lion. Yep, there are my shoes right next to me. It has reached that point of that night in the investigation where I get completely comfortable.
I Forgot about that.
Yeah, the noises just randomly start.
Like it sounded like someone walked into the building. Like it was so
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, like a funk.
Something standing right next to me, dude. Like it's like.
He killed.
Whoa. I feel like something's standing right next to me right now. I have like goosebumps.
What if we saw a UFO in the window?
Is there somebody up here with us?
Really full circle there, dog.
That would be crazy.
Just step over. It's full.
Were you a killer?
Also looking down that staircase just to see if there's a shadow head that just peeks out.
You guys all heard that. Yeah,
Yeah.
all heard that. 100%.
It was loud. I'm pretty sure your phone picked it up. That's how loud it was.
Who? The person I'm trying to talk to. Who?
We didn't do any like
Who?
talking about how we set up an Estes method in 2 different rooms and we were in between them to asking them questions.
I can't understand anything.
Nope.
We just kind of just did it.
Would you rather talk to a guy or a girl?
It was actually about 15 minutes Estes.
My friend Caleb is a
Really
really
cut out.
good guy. I think
When
he'd
we were,
love to
me and
talk.
you were under, literally not a word came through.
No, we had to compress it down into like what we see here, and it wasn't a ton, but like what happens here is
Light
weird.
over in front of him.
Trevor
Yeah,
again.
he literally says my name,
What do you want to tell me?
but they wouldn't talk to me.
I feel like there's something important.
It just happened, you know.
It is what it is.
I feel like you're really trying to get my attention. What's the reason?
And like you're in
I'm,
socks.
I'm silent. Wherever I walk, you can't hear me.
I am a pretty silent walker.
Me too. And especially with socks on up there, you wouldn't be able to hear me.
Spirits are on this floor.
I mean, look at how stealthy I am with those footsteps right there. I am a deer hunter.
And there we have the 2 louder ones sitting.
People are on this floor.
Although Caleb was also very light on his feet.
Was that you?
Yeah, I set my drink
Okay.
down.
Caleb? We're getting names. What do you guys want to say to us? I heard my name and Caleb's now.
I know we've
Say the other
snuck
two
up on the
people in the
dweebs a
room
few
over there?
times and spooked them, been like, what the fuck? How did you get there?
I did that, but I started laughing. Tried to scare all of you guys.
Why do you keep saying Caleb's name?
It's
It's a good idea for us to what?
Scare everybody?
To look where? Where do you want us to look again?
See what's in front of you.
Help!
What's in front of me? I have fucking goosebumps.
Somebody that needs help.
That door is open wider.
It's not.
It just it's an optical illusion.
It is very much so an optical illusion, though.
Because of the darkness, making it look like it's moving a little bit.
Well, and it was like always open like that all night, which it should have been shut.
So you could hear how loud the floor was when you step in certain
What the fuck?
spots.
Did you move that
Mhm.
door?
But then you completely plant your feet and stop moving.
If that was you, can you confirm that for us?
Yeah, I mean, like,
That was like on the stairs.
What was that?
And that was from above us.
Yeah, and it
All
found, like,
3
a-
floors at one time. What?
Like we had just transitioned to a different time.
I swear I'm seeing something like in that corner.
And she had no idea that we had just heard that, which is strange. as you can see on the shocked face on.
Do we go in the attic?
I think we have to.
Yeah, that's the most logical one.
And it
All
was
you
late
guys
as
go
fuck
ahead
at
and
this
tell
point
me
too.
that this doesn't look more open now.
Dude, the EVP saying yes though.
Because neither of us have touched this.
I don't know. We still have never figured out if the door is open or not.
I don't know.
I could have swore it was like more like this.
We like to be left alone.
No, it did open up more.
We do end up going upstairs too.
Alrighty, y'all. I am in the jail cells. I just came through the swinging door there.
But at like what 2:30 in the morning at that point, we were like,
It was like
boxes
yeah, let's save the attic for last.
in these hallways. I feel like that's
It was hot out. Up
It also was hot, yeah. It was muggy.
It was cool in the jail. That's why we went there.
Mm-hmm. All that like limestone concrete.
And so Trevor could lay down.
I needed a bed. The sloth in me needed it.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed, I like to sit down on investigations and get comfy.
It sure does.
Makes it really hard to record.
I'm
some
constantly
devices
stand up.
around the
You need
jail.
to stand up.
We
My
would
angle's
like
up
you to
here, bro.
communicate with
My
us
angle's up
by
here.
making those devices light up
Down there is
My
not a
angle's
good angle.
or make music.
Your chins.
Clear. No.
Yeah, once again, Mildred. There it is. And that was the first thing that the spirit talker said.
Right after Caleb leaves.
Mm-hmm. Now it's just us.
Mildred, are you here with us? Can you make that music box over there go off if you are?
We should have slept in the cells.
Would you follow us here?
We were just talking about her with Caleb before he left.
We should try an EVP.
Okay.
But look at what laying down mid-investigation did for
I
us.
have a device in my hand, or should I put it?
Mhm.
Yes, it's me.
You guys asked if it was the sheriff.
Or is it Mildred
Mildred.
answering?
It's Mildred.
I forgot about that.
100% was Mildred.
They will get you.
And she's
Warning
telling
us.
us the bad people in there will get us.
If there's anyone in these jail cells, make your presence known.
Who have we been talking to all night?
Mildred. No, I don't think she showed up until right then and there.
Yeah.
Because once again, I was laying down. I was
quiet.
drained. We were like relaxed. And that's when we got it.
You could tell how tired we all
uncomfortable
were
were these
too at this
beds?
point in the night.
Everybody is absolutely zombified.
That's probably more padding than they got.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm playback now. What was that beat?
You heard that too? Riley, you that cat ball.
You in that cat ball? Don't
keep
get
kicking
along.
him.
You kicked that cat ball like 12 times that night.
Every time I
Now pause it really quick. Mildred, when she died, was very young. very,
Two.
very young. She was
2
2
years
years old. We don't know how time works in the extra realm, in the afterlife. Now, when we get responses from her too, it almost seems like she's older than what we would think she like would be if she was 2 and how she communicates with us. And then for that to say I'm 8. Now, what if like time for them doesn't mean anything? So like the 8 years that she thinks has passed, it's actually been like almost like a quarter of a century. But that's why we would be getting, intelligent responses and whatnot.
Her asking for her mama like all the time.
Mm-hmm. It would make sense, and that it kind of would explain a little bit why we would get not a 2-year-old response where it's just like Google Gaga or like, very basic, like dada, mom, I don't want to, stuff
Or
like
we're
that.
looking at the wrong Mildred grave, like we said in the
That's
first
2.
video of all this. It could be the other
There's
one.
2 Mildreds. Yeah, there was
But
2
we have
Mildred
always
graves.
personally thought it's the other one.
Yeah, I've always been drawn to the one that we went to and stood in front of, where it was the 2-year-old.
'Cause it's like literally like in the corner of the cemetery, like completely like strangely by itself. It's unique. Like, I don't know.
It just draws you in.
It does.
It really
It's like
does.
you see it and you're like, oh, what's up with that one? And then you go over there and yeah, the tale of 2 Mildreds. Like
Dude, that's
it really could be 2 different Mildreds
we
too.
could be
Like
talking to multiple Mildreds. There's actually no way to know.
no. We haven't dialed that down yet.
And that's why it's always to be continued until we actually get the factuals.
That sounded like a whisper.
Hey, you hear 100% though. It's like
Yeah. Yep.
plot twist. Different lifetimes. 100% same Mildred. Different dimensions. The plot thickens.
Recommend watching that with headphones on. You will hear it.
100%.
It like it was so strange. Like I don't really know how to explain the sound. Yeah, it's behind all the static noise. It's you can hear it, but it's really
It's like a
tough.
whistly frequency. Weird. I don't know what to call it.
Some type of like interference type thing. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's paranormal at all, but it could be, I guess. Like right there, it's like
Also, sick tattoo there, bro.
What the fuck? Dude, there's some stuff in here where
How do we work it?
How do we work it? Dude, that is actually wild.
Exactly how you were just doing it, but I would try to speak into it a little more clearly.
Speak up.
Oh yeah, I went too far.
Holy fuck, that was weird.
Plot twist. It was one of the Mildreds asking for each of the Mildreds. How do we work it?
Red light. I'm just gonna set it right here.
I'll say yeah, maybe higher.
Talking to this red light. It's gonna be right here. Right there. Talking to that red light. Scream. Yell as loud as you can. Tell us your
I
name.
look like a zombie.
That was a car that just went by.
Say one of our names.
Is Kevin, Albert, or Marjorie here?
Were you locked up in here?
Were you a guard?
And then it's quiet. Like we 100% were talking to
Did
Mildred
you
just
follow
then.
us?
Malikas.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea what even said.
Milicus?
Scream, yell as loud as you can. Tell us your name. English. Say one of our names.
What is that?
Is Kevin, Albert, or Marjorie here? We're not in here. Were you gone?
Said yeah.
I think it did mispronounce malicious.
Or did you follow us?
You want to try to run it one more time, or you want to try something different?
Upstairs.
One more time. I'm gonna put it in a different room.
I was just gonna suggest that.
All right, I'm gonna put it over here.
It's that telekinesis we got, brethren.
So,
Telekinesis
walk into
power.
that red light for us.
Fellow cellmate.
Fellow cellmate.
What they got you locked up for?
Did you do hard time?
It was me.
I did it. It was me.
Okay.
What was that?
What was that?
We should. Oh,
We froze.
we didn't even want to go look. We were all terrified.
Terrified, tired. Like, what do you do? Like, we're
Well,
gonna
okay.
have to go investigate it, but like, let's just see how long it takes for it to like kind of calm down
I
for
thought
a
I
second.
started singing too, dude.
I thought that's what I heard too.
You also worry about if you get up and start running towards that stuff. Like, is it gonna stop?
Right. I always want to see if it keeps going.
I just heard a voice saying,
Dude, that's clear as day. It sounds like a baby. That just hurt my heart.
Dude,
Mildred was
that's
that?
Mildred.
That's Mildred.
Mm-hmm.
That's Mildred.
100%.
That is Mildred.
This is what we were talking about at the
I
beginning
have
of the
the
stream.
chills.
Is this
Straight
moment
up
right here?
chills right now. Dude, that's so clear.
It says bum, clear as day.
We should have cleared those bad boys. We had to go back so many times.
That's clear as day.
So
So
clear.
faint, but it's there.
It's faint, but it's so clear too, because it's. It was me.
It was you. It was you.
That was you.
That's what we were hearing.
That was what we were hearing.
Whoa, there's a voice
History.
over here, too. What the
History. The history of Mildred.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't doubt it.
She might.
What is that noise? Right there. Did you hear it?
Yep.
I forgot how many EVPs we captured at the end of the night there.
It's just so hard to see, like tell what
Some of them were
saying.
faint. But you can tell when something's like right at the mic going. You know what I mean?
You should stay.
We are.
Or are they telling Mildred she should stay, which is more fucked up?
We're staying the night.
There's probably some nasty men at that jail.
We are in
I
the
wouldn't doubt it.
It's late as shit.
That's what we were saying that night too. We were like,
It is
man, okay,
really
let's not
late.
talk about that. That creeps me out.
And they still want.
Plus, like, I really just don't want Mildred to be there if that's the case.
Still would like to talk as well. Just because I'm tired doesn't mean I don't want to
So
talk to you.
over there is Caleb said he thought might be the gallows. Actually, like people might have actually been hung there.
Notice how none of us got up because all of us were fucking tired.
So it was like 4 a.m. at this point.
But I think we've been hearing.
My gimbal died. I'm just holding it.
Honestly,
Yeah, but I think me and Trevor caught footsteps from up here.
I do too.
They would have been like, I don't know, like.
So if there's anybody up here with us, can you please, maybe like make it known that you're up here, like knocking on one of these wood beams, and then we can maybe have a conversation if you're down.
If you're down.
If you're like down.
If you're like down.
More in the
no.
morning, dude. I was so fucking tired.
And it's like they're very subtle creaks. Like
This is actually one of the best sleeps at a paranormal place I've had. Too.
I know, dude. That couch was so comfy, actually.
Make a really subtle knock.
Not subtle, loud.
Or
Say
move,
subtle. Wow.
Wouldn't say
move
subtle.
that rope.
Subtle.
Make
Just
that
make it
rope
subtle. Don't
swing.
scare us too bad,
No,
right?
no, do it loud.
From left to right. Not towards us. but
Still
If
left
that
to
rope
right.
just started fucking swaying, dude, I would have freaked out.
Or even just yell. You can do anything you want that's going to be loud.
There was an
or
echo
move
chamber up there
something that
too.
We'll be able to see or hear. That's what we'd really like.
What up, y'all? This is take 2 of the outro because
Oh yeah.
apparently aren't one take wonders for outros. Intros for sure, but outros not so much.
Yeah. So first off, we want to thank the Ghost Bros for inviting us out to Milford County Jail.
Homies.
And
Homies.
for being a G and holding it down with us for most of the night.
I think we can end it there for that.
Agreed, senor. So
That is the complete story of Mildred from
So
start
far.
to finish. So far. Tomorrow, the next chapter will be installed and many chapters to follow, most definitely.
It's
After
you tell me, dude, after seeing that, what do you think?
So I think we definitely encountered some type of spirit named Mildred. I've
Mhm.
always thought, like you, that it is a little girl. Just how I've felt about it since the beginning, between the ages of 8 and 12, somewhere in there.
Yeah. I would put my money on 8 to 12 too.
But I also think that there's an adult version of Mildred.
Yeah, I would think so. Like it would make sense that we talk to an adult version of Mildred every now and again because like some of the things that we get and like what we presented here tonight is just like scratching surfaces of like I don't know if those are all of the interactions that we've had with her per se. Where yeah, we've gotten her name there and then we've had interactions past that point. But like you've seen, they're intelligent. They're very much so like on the money with what we're talking about. And then same with the locations. Like we're getting a lot of very, very on point answers, a lot of on point device answers. Like it's
And
interesting.
then it's interesting too that when Mildred does come up, it seems like more stuff is going on. Like
It's always more. Yeah, it's always more.
at the jail, it said Mildred, it is me, and then we caught the voice of the little girl going, "Mama,"
Mama. The
and
knocking.
then the knocking after that.
And in person, that knocking was louder. Like the audio there doesn't do it enough justice. Just like at the Stimson Hospital, where that
Yeah,
audio
real life
doesn't do
is
enough
always
justice.
louder than any recorded audio, obviously, because you don't
Mhm.
have real life sound.
And we're not necessarily right next to where the microphone needs to be to catch the cleanest audio for those random anomalies.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude, like, you're right. I don't think it's necessarily just a child version of Mildred that we talk to. I really don't. I really, really don't.
I think it's like potentially like different versions of her life.
Well, and here's the other thing that we can't really like say that we know either. Like, would you say that there would be a chance that if time is not linear and your spiritual being isn't necessarily like linked to anything other
Bound
than
to
like
your physical age.
exactly. So like what if it can like progress and regress on its own, however it sees fit at that point, because now you're just a ball of energy. So not necessarily like when you die, you're a 2-year-old, and the next thing you know, you're like
Right.
a 45-year-old.
What if
Like,
like creating the child energy is easier and quicker?
and that's how it's presented. And then when you have intelligent people come, like not intelligent people, but like people coming to like intelligently communicate with you, you can't tell me that like maybe she's manifesting now at this point as like a 30-year-old person that's also communicating with us on the same wavelength that we're communicating with her at. I'm not sure. Like, I think it could be very possible.
Right. What if she aged with her spirit?
Mhm.
So she's whatever age she would.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we don't
I
know.
don't know.
Like, you might you might unlock the fucking, like basically like once you become like ethereal, I'll call it ethereal because you're moving on to the afterlife, that you are now like a non-linear being. So like you now can do whatever the fuck you feel like, and whatever like that time constraint was is not a limiter anymore. So like you were saying, we're seeing different versions, different lifetimes, but like skipping around, like it's like whatever I'm feeling today. Like I want to be a 5-year-old today. Fuck yeah, I want to be 13 today. Yeah, why not? I think 18 was a fun time. Why not? Dude, I don't know. Like it makes sense in hindsight, thinking about how wild the paranormal field can be and how wild
We have
dimensional
no
theory can be.
answers.
Yeah, and how these theories can actually get, or like the multi-dimensional paper theories, where like you start folding dimension on top of each other, and then you poke like like the pen through it, and you see all the different dimensions leaking into each other. Maybe that's what we see is like Mildred as in her lifetimes, because of all the different multi dimensions that she's lived. Because maybe in one dimension she lived, maybe in one dimension she died when she was 2, and that's the one we're in. But it still does not steer away the fact that like we've encountered her just in those 4 videos.
Yep.
But more so even than that. And I know Riley and I both have had the feelings on investigations that she's near us or that she's around. But like we don't like to play on the
Sure.
what ifs or the feeling stuff, because like it's not hard evidence to me, at least. I'll
No,
give it some merit.
it's the fact that almost every time I feel like the name has came up,
Mhm.
weird, even weirder things has happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at like exactly how you're saying it. Like, look at every time we would get her name, 3 devices, 4 devices, maybe even more than that. And like a lot of the videos where that happened, we didn't cut those parts. Those parts are unedited, like raw, like couple minute long clips of like that happening exactly how it did. And like when there are cuts in some of those parts, it's just because we're cutting like from camera angle to camera angle to keep it interesting to look at. Otherwise, it does look very like stagnant. But I don't know how to explain it. At first I wanted to write it off. Did you too?
Yeah. Okay, so the Mildred thing I always thought was super interesting, but I really didn't think much of it until the tattoo shop.
I would say I would even go farther than that. The tattoo shop, I was still like, that's weird. But then when we got it at the mortuary museum, that's when I was like, 3 times is really bizarre to get that name. And then it is funny too, like the Mandela effect. Like, what if she was 8 in this timeline that we were talking to her in? Like, I mean, it's not that bizarre. It's not.
That's a
But
good
like
point.
originally when we first had her name come through, we were standing next to the grave sites and I saw her name. I was like, that is incredibly wild. Never did I ever think we were going to continue getting that and having activity like follow because of that.
No, me either.
Even having some of the mediums that we've had on the show come talk to us too and saying that they think we have somebody attached with us, but they weren't really able to pinpoint who or what it was. Maybe one or a few of the spirits that may be attached to us are like roaming around us, but like not really any negatives. No negative ones. No, we haven't been told that one yet.
Yeah, nothing negative.
So like it just once again poses the question. Is Mildred just this being that passed away and is a lonely soul that's just floating through the ether that has latched on to us because we were one of the first people out there and we offered up, a guiding light, like, a safe haven. We were nice people. Like we wanted to communicate and now she wants to communicate and she comes around and I have no problem with that. None at all. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. And if like there's I don't know, if there was like motive behind what she's doing too, that's even crazier. Then there's still like a conscious effort. Like that's
Yeah.
where like this
It
like
puts that in there too. Yeah.
I don't want to say it's like an attachment, but it could be somewhat. It's more of like a connection in my mind.
Yes. Yeah, I would say a connection definitely like is probably the best way to put it. And I mean like you're right, dude. Like we are now intertwined with that at this point. Like we are all woven into this tapestry that is this paranormal journey that we're on. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that because if we can, and I know this is going to sound really funky and like fun, but like if we can be like the beacons where we go out on investigations and like if there are dark entities out there, we haven't encountered any. Maybe we are like just put like the lighthouses that like keep away the darkness, and then the good spirits that want to come hang out are just like, yeah, like it's almost like a bug zapper, you know what I mean? Like you go into somewhere and it's like you get cool activity, but it's never like mean shit. Like it's never anything aggressive. Like one time we had my name growled at us. Nothing ever since.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Super excited for tomorrow, y'all.
Tomorrow's
8
gonna be so
o'clock
awesome.
premiere.
Riley and I put our foot
Story
into this.
continues.
And like Riley did a fantastic job putting all the like finishing touches and making it all really pretty. And like it's a fantastic video. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it.
But
There's
the
some
one
really funny
thing
parts too.
that is weird about it, and we kind of joked about, is that this video is cursed.
It was. It is.
It
it is.
We had to basically redo the entire video
Yeah,
because
we had it nice and pearled.
it would not export correctly and kept doing this weird flashing no matter
Yeah,
what we
so-
did. So we redid everything and we finally got one export to do it without the flashing, and that is
Yeah.
what you're going to see.
Yeah, so the original version that we were gonna export had a lot more sliding, a lot of more like animation stuff where like it kept it all very fluent. Like the video itself was cut the exact same, but like the effect stuff that you saw to make it look more pretty and smooth apparently didn't like it, or apparently the video just I don't know, is literally cursed because we would export it in 4K at 60 frames like we always have, and it would literally strobe light. There would be like any light behind it would strobe light. I've never seen it do that before. And then finally, like Riley said, we redid the whole damn thing. Basically from like taking all that, polish off and then repolishing it. And it worked. So here it is tomorrow for your viewership pleasures.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at 8. If you are new here and you liked all of the story of Mildred, make sure you like, subscribe. Join us on our road to 1,000 subscribers, where we will be doing a polar plunge regardless of how warm it is outside. We're sticking to this. We promised it. We will do it, no matter how long
We'll
it
make
takes.
it work because you guys are the best. We love you.
Yes, we love y'all. Have a great night, and remember to keep your ears and eyes open for it really goes.
Remember, tomorrow, be there, be square. We love you guys. Night Crew's the best.